All right, here we go. Wack100, welcome back to Vlad TV.
Man, listen, I decided to come. Last time I was here, we was kind of speculating what was gonna happen during the P. Diddy trial.
Right.
Trial hadn't started.
Right.
I've learned a few things while watching the trial. You were dead on a lot of things.
I totally nailed it. If you look at my interview with Shirley Jew at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards a couple days before the verdict, I exactly said what was going to happen in the verdict.
You nailed it.
Yep.
What is your take on everything?
I think that Diddy really was just not really breaking the law, from my impression. It's like he was being...
Vlad!
I mean, I think he was freaky, and I think he was definitely abusive, but a RICO, I don't think so. Sex trafficking, I don't really think so. Maybe prostitution, he might get a couple years for that, but I don't think he's going to catch a major charge. At least I don't think so. You know, when I interviewed one of the male prostitutes, he said he didn't feel like he was sex trafficked. He didn't have a problem with it. I mean, a male prostitute being paid to have sex with Cassie. Boo-hoo, such a horrible situation. I feel so bad for him. Okay, but every time she reached out to him and booked him, and every time she paid him.
And because we were all scared for a while, when I came today, I brought my P. Diddy with me. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all, don't go start telling because it is R&B. You know, so Vlad says, what the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. Well, I got my, you know, what I did learn is that I've been blessed. I don't have to call out a bunch of different people to get all these services. I got it all in one. So I'm like, baby, you my real P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about this comparison here.
I'm telling you.
I don't even think she likes the comparison right now. Does she like it? She is shaking her head right now. She does not like being called P. Diddy.
So what don't you? No, I ain't said calling her P. Diddy.
You just did.
The things P. Diddy was, you know, oils and the sexual fantasies and you don't do all that?
Yeah.
There you go. It's just, listen,
this could go
if I ever get in trouble, let me tell you what.
So many directions right now.
The only thing that can happen is I can only get one count.
One count?
That's it.
For tricking?
One count. It ain't tricking if you got it, and guess what? The tricking go both ways.
Were you surprised at the verdict? Because I obviously wasn't, because I called it. But
I'm gonna tell you what I was surprised at.
Okay.
The days prior, a week prior, where they start dismissing charges.
Right, kidnapping and so forth, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. It's like, those people that took the stand, I'm pretty sure when they interviewed those people prior to, the story was the same. The guy I think you interviewed, the Punisher, said that when they talked to him sometime back, he told them exactly what he got on the stand and said. So my thing is, why would you bring these charges when you know the story that's being told to you doesn't support them?
Right, I interviewed 3 different escorts. Punisher, Rico Bozant, and Don the Dealer. All the stories were pretty much the same.
Yeah, so now...
It was all consensual, Cassie and Jane Doe. We all know who that is.
Jane Doe, yeah.
You know, we're all with it. None of them felt uncomfortable. The men even said, if I thought that the woman didn't want to be there, I wouldn't have done it.
So my thing is, which we see now, because I think I read something where they have let the DA or the AU, whatever they call them, they let her, the team, they let them go.
Comey's daughter has been fired.
Yeah, they fired them.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that comes from them questioning the charges that they brought. Somebody internal had to say, are you sure? And she had to stand on it.
Yes, it's a RICO. We'll get him.
Yeah.
Life in prison, I guarantee it. I'll put my job on it. Well, you're fired.
Time, I'm thinking, I know they're suggesting 6 to 8 years, but the reason why I'm thinking 33 to 60 months, me personally. What you put them out next year or the year thereafter, the fact that they let them go prior to sentencing is kind of gonna support why they're not gonna give him the 6 to 8.
I see what I'm saying. Yeah, the fact that the lead prosecutor has been fired
prior
is
to
making
sentencing.
the judge look at it going like, okay, they know they messed up.
Because I think the prosecutor submitted 6 to 8 as a recommendation. I'm thinking 33 months to 60 months tops. 33 months, he be out next year. 60 months, he be out 2027. And he's going to Camp Snoopyville. He's going to like Sheridan, some shit where it's just a gate. It's no, he'll be all right.
Yo, I mean, he's a first time offender, no previous history, and all he got convicted of was prostitution. That's it.
And it's crazy, it's like,
And even the prostitution thing I think was weird because it was prostitution of Cassie and Jane Doe, when the reality is they were all with it.
They were all with it.
They were the ones hiring the prostitutes.
They were hiring the prostitutes. You got to think about it, right? Nobody has touched this. You say, well, why would Jane Doe and Cassie be overly involved or move to start to call the prostitutes out themselves? Because they were the ones being penetrated. They were the ones feeling whatever they're feeling, and they knew what they liked more than something else, right? Puff over here playing spectator, right? It was like opposite roles. They on the football field running play, he cheerleading on the side. New York Yankee hat on with the baby oil, and he's doing the military walk. Your lip, right lip, right? And he's doing his bow face and giving his orders. So it made sense for the females if they had that freedom to say, we want, hey, I've already called, he says he's free on these days. You know what I'm saying? If I was to give my woman the freedom to say, hey, we got these guys and this is what it is, this is what we're doing, right? Human nature, even if it was vice versa, if she did that with me, we could, for these women, and let's see which one, human nature is gonna say she's going to favor some more than others. So if it comes down to like, this is what we do, quite naturally, that bond starts to be created. And this is a situation I had to talk with somebody else about. Like, bro, we gotta kill this BS because we're human and a bond to start to create. You know, you can say it's business, but we're human. You get what I'm saying? Cassie and the trainer. They're training, they're talking, it's squatting, it's touching, and before you know it, the eye locking, and then boom, it happens. It's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, it's interesting. When I was interviewing Don the dealer, he said that as he was doing this thing with Cassie, Diddy would be like off in the corner, like Harlem shaking, to be like, yeah, do it, King. Give it to her, King. Like,
by 20, like the second, third, fourth time, it was more so of like it was a hype mode. Like, how many times you got Diddy in the back? Go ahead, King. Do it. I'm like in my head, like, yeah. That's a shiny suit, man. Like, I'm about to go off.
Harlem shaking while you were doing
like Harlem
the thing?
Shake, little Diddy bop.
Was he really doing that?
He's in the kitchen. He will dance like he was in the kitchen like this.
So he's really Harlem shaking. Okay,
he was like, all right,
it.
King. I'm like, all right. I don't think he remembered my name at that point. All right, King.
That was the actual dialogue. Like,
and look,
like,
bro,
I didn't need to know that, but now I know it, unfortunately.
I mean, listen, we live in a world where the impossible is possible. What you think is not happening is happening somewhere, right? So
let me tell you something. One of the male escorts, I'm not going to say who because there's an off-the-record conversation, told me that he was hired by an A-list female, Hollywood female, to have sex with her while her husband watched.
Listen,
everyone knows this person's name. I'm like, you want to go on camera? I'm not going to say it on camera.
I've had people approach me and say, hey, we have 25 grand, 50 grand, the highest was 70 or 80 grand for Ray J to have sex with my wife, but I have to watch. I swear they approached me like straight up.
What did Ray J say?
What? I think the first time I took it to him was the 50 grand one.
Okay.
I said, bro, dudes wants you to have sex with his wife. Ray J said, oh, I done had sex with a bunch of people's wives. I'm with that. I said, but he wants to watch. He said, no go.
Yeah.
No go. Right? So, it like, especially when it comes to that world, like I've learned so much talking to people on Clubhouse. Like I didn't know what like a sub was and BDSM.
Cuckold.
I just learned that.
No, listen.
I didn't know what none of these things were.
One of the escorts told me that he has done the cuckold thing for like 4 different couples, and they were all super rich. Super rich. This is apparently like a rich couple thing. Not my thing, mind you. But he said these are not all famous people. These are people that own like big car dealerships, own these big companies and whatever else, and they just want to see their wife get smashed. I guess, man, I don't know. It makes no sense whatsoever.
I'm not going to be a hypocrite because everybody has their thing.
That's just a very
with their significant
thing.
other.
But it's
it's odd. But you might be doing something that they think is odd, right?
Fair enough.
So, me personally, I kind of keep mine restricted to her, and I think our limit is another her. But I don't believe in sword fight. It's no sword fights in the room with me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And really it gets to a point, I think it's really, your significant other gotta be all that anyway. That gotta be like at her beck and call, her decision making. You get to saying, hey, this is what I want, hey. You get to calling people and like I would not dare attempt to set something up and then tell her about it. That's a conversation you have with her and then you let her orchestrate that or figure that out when she wants to. I'm not gonna even tell you next week, this month. You let her determine when she wants to do that. But the thing Diddy was doing, dude was like on some drill sergeant shit, like, cause the Punisher was like, it was hard for him to get off because dude is barking commands and switch, flip, do this, do that. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know Diddy did a couple spin moves.
Yo, listen.
Dance moves.
At one point, Jane Doe said on the stand that 95% of the times they had sex involved another man. 95%. Which makes me think that maybe Diddy's like impotent and like can't get off himself. So he like enjoys watching men who actually can do it. But 95%, okay, listen, we're gonna do something freaky tonight. I mean, not my thing, but listen, I had a girl that was into threesomes with other women. We had threesomes, foursomes. She was cool. She liked to watch me have sex with another woman. She liked it. It didn't change our relationship at all. But it wasn't something we did 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Maybe 5% at most, probably less than that.
I'm with you.
95%? That means out of 100 times you have sex, 5 of those times it's just you and her.
I don't know. I wouldn't say he was impotent because at this point, they would have said that.
Well, but none of
the women would have said
okay,
that.
I see. Well, yeah, I mean.
Bro, they said that he was calling them into the other room and telling them to take the fluids from the other individual and rub her on his chest. So if they said that, I was kind of waiting to hear, hoping I didn't hear that they flipped, like, something going on with Diddy and the men. I didn't know what happened, but we didn't hear that.
All 3 men said that Diddy did not get close to them, did not try to touch them. One of the dudes asked, Diddy asked to do a threesome with her and Jane Doe, he said no. He said, okay, no problem. Other
So
than
he
that,
didn't want Diddy involved.
that guy did not want Diddy involved. That was the first time I heard about a threesome, because every other time, but Diddy would like, the dudes would like bust on the girl, then Diddy would have sex with like the cum still like on the stomach, and it's just, yeah.
I think he was in, he was in. I don't know. And I'm gonna be real, I feel for the other individual, straight up, we ain't gonna say his name, but that's tied to the Jane Doe. And I'm gonna tell you why I feel for that individual. Not that today he's not mentally strong enough to handle it, but us kind of watching how he moves, the fact that he chose to put a baby in this individual, I don't think he had any idea that side of her existed.
Well, I don't think
you know what I'm saying, because he wouldn't have subject.
Well, okay, but to be fair, I think what happened was, and they talked about this on the stand, she was only getting $5,000 a month for child support, which is definitely on the low side. We're talking about something like a 50 cent.
That ain't got nothing to do with the.
No. Hold on. Let me finish. And once she approached Diddy agreed to start giving her, like paying her rent and giving her like $10,000 a month or something for rent, but you have to do this. So I think that she wasn't necessarily like that, but when put in a situation like, okay, how do I get money? Because it's not like she ever worked. I guess she was like, oh, I could do OnlyFans, but I guess Diddy was like, no, I don't want you doing OnlyFans. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to get a job. I want to maintain this lifestyle, because I've seen her out in parties and stuff like that, like, All-Star Weekend and whatever else, And
you think it came down
this
to
is
the
only way I could do it.
And she just got with it.
Well, because she had never, let me tell you, because Don the dealer was the one that met with her first. And he explained it step by step, and she was with it. She was like clapping and like, ooh, okay. Like, but she wasn't like, yo, I'm telling you. She was like, ooh. And she said from then on, she became the ringleader. She would have put on this. She would have special underwear for him. No, we're doing it this way now.
But listen to what you're saying. I don't believe he knew that side of her.
Well, I don't think she knew that side because Diddy introduced her to that side.
Oh.
Yeah.
He unlocked her.
Yeah. He turned her out.
Pandora's box.
Well, I think you saw this clip. I was on Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
With Tony Busby.
Yo, I was clapping for you.
I just couldn't control myself that day.
No, I
couldn't control myself.
Listen, let me tell you what looked good about that.
What's that?
Is nobody can use the race card. That was the first. Usually is somebody in that slot that looks like me saying it, right? But it was you. It was a Jewish guy, well-respected, saying, you are full of BS. What happened to the stuff on Jay-Z?
Right.
All these cases on Diddy is getting dismissed. This is why I believe it was heard. It was loud, but it didn't linger, but it was heard, and I really think you did something that nobody else couldn't do.
Well,
you get what I'm saying?
All right, because as the argument started, I said, how many of these cases have you won? He's like, I just won a $650 million loss. And I said, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Nothing what we're talking about.
Have you won a single lawsuit with any of these people you've represented? A single lawsuit.
Literally 30 days ago for $640 million, pal. So don't be telling me about winning lawsuits.
With Diddy?
More lawsuits than any lawyer in the United States. So I don't hear
with Jay-Z.
you.
Probably because some oil shit that's...
Right. Tony Busby, I actually know some people that know him, and they kind of gave me the whole breakdown. They know him personally. He was a personal injury guy. That's how he made all his money. He was a big personal injury lawyer in Texas. He is rich. Like no one's saying he's not. He was very good at what he does. No one is saying that, but he was a personal injury guy until he took on the Deshaun Watson case. And everyone in Houston hated him over that. And then he's like, okay, I'm just going to lean into this and start doing all celebrity stuff. Now, look, my whole thing is 100 lawsuits of women and possibly men who claim that Diddy raped them and drugged them. I'm just not buying it.
No.
I'm not buying it.
Because
even in the trial, he was not even convicted of that.
The one that killed him was The little girl.
The Jay-Z
whose
one.
father said,
The father himself
we live
said,
5 hours out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, who did your PI go talk to for you to even think this was a strong enough case to even tarnish these men's name with this?
Right.
He promised and guaranteed there will be minors involved in these things, right? We have yet to see him. I think a lot of them been dismissed. And he better tread lightly because you're dealing with 2 people that will counter. Because if it's negligence on your side to where you're bringing these slanderous things against their names and their reputation, their credibility, and it was nothing there in the first place for you to do so, they're gonna hold him liable and responsible.
Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, I just felt like there are a lot of real lawsuits and there are a lot of real victims, and I think that those victims should be compensated. Like Cassie. Ultimately, I felt Cassie had all the right in the world to file that
Or the
lawsuit.
physical abuse.
A lot of physical abuse.
Yeah.
A lot. It's documented. We've seen the videos. I get it. That's why I said the only person who filed a civil lawsuit against Diddy who was on the stand was Cassie. Nobody else. And he started calling me a knucklehead, which is like,
I gotta give me one of those videos just an opposite. Give her a couple shots of her chase me in the hard way fall, make it look like she's kicking me. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, man, listen, like listen, Tony Busby, I'm sure you're gonna watch this. If you want to defend your point, let's do an interview. I'll come to your office.
He
no,
won't
of course
interview.
he won't. He won't because he doesn't have the ability to go head up with me.
Whenever you see an attorney that's ducking an interview, right? That's because they know if they sit in front of that camera, it's not gonna come out in their favor.
Oh, yeah. Listen, that's never happened to him in his life. What happened to him on Pierce Morgan?
I bet it did.
Has never happened to him because he doesn't do interviews. He does press conferences. But you know,
Well,
you want to
way.
if you want to get in this world, if you want to get in the celebrity world where you know I am comfortable at, this is what comes with it. Okay, stick to personal injuries. No one will do that to you in a personal injury case.
No, not at all.
Come to this side of the fence, you're going to have to deal with people like me. You know, at the end of the day, like I said, I'll come to your office, Tony Busby. I'm calling you out right now. I'll come to your office, sit in your office. We'll run the cameras. You can run cameras too, just so you can't say that I altered anything or whatever else. You could have a copy for yourself. It'll be done on your turf. If you're brave enough to sit up with me, and you know, I've interviewed a lot of top-notch lawyers. Drew Finling, Joe Tacopina, you know.
Yeah, why won't he interview with you?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I actually DM'd him. He didn't respond. But he was like replying in the comments, like, you know, arguing with people in the comments and the whatever.
Hey, Tony.
Come on through.
Hey, Tony Busby, you making the B look bad. You need to sit down with Vlad. It was bars, right? Clip it.
The big story with you.
What happened?
Wack100, a.k.a. Officer Cash McElroy Jones.
Yeah.
Who accidentally flashed his badge while on live.
What made you think it was Wacko that told him that, though?
Because his statement in the motherfucking his statement there, nigga. Why would you?
No accident. Vlad, you're a man with a wallet, right?
Yes.
Okay. You kind of understand the wear of a wallet, right?
Yep.
Okay. There you go. Look at the wear of that wallet.
There is an actual imprint. How are we gonna?
Oh, right here, you gonna toss it back, Vlad?
There we go.
Listen.
So show to the camera.
So this is the wear of the wallet. Listen, right. Now what I did was this, right? I did this. Now if I remove the bottom finger, it clearly says brother, right? It is called a friends and family badge. It doesn't have a badge number. I've been having this thing like 6-7 years. Brother, do you know what this thing has done for me?
So when you get pulled over, you can pull this out and they'll say,
when I
okay.
get pulled over, which is what you do. That's why you keep your license and everything in here. You go, when you go to get your license, they'll see it. And they usually say 95% of the time, hey, slow it down, have a nice day. I'm gonna tell you why. They give them, I think it's like 10 of them. Officer's brother, officer's wife, sister, son, daughter, whatever, right? That's why, like, mine would have said officer's wife at the bottom, red flag. Now they're gonna ask you where you got it from. Right? So.
Well, you could say you're violating your trans rights. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
How dare you say I'm not
That might
an
would've
officer's wife just because I have facial hair?
So what it was, I don't think nothing, like everybody around me knows I have it. So if I'm paying for something, I don't hide it. It's just friends and family. Actually, my daughter's best friend, her father is a retired CHP motorcycle cop, but he's from the streets. So I think they might have been in a separation, him and the wife. So I never kind of had met him. So, but she would travel with us. I mean, when I tell you travel with us, she in London, Europe. We go to New York for a couple weeks. She's with us, right? So I guess she went home and told her dad, like, Dad, yeah, whenever we travel, like wherever they're first class, he sits me first class. When his daughter goes shopping, he lets me shop. He treats me like I'm his daughter. So it was was it prom? Yeah, prom. It was prom. So at prom, they did it in my backyard. So he shows up. And he says, brother, I know we haven't really met, but my daughter tells me that how you look out for her and things like that. He said, I got something for you. I'm retired, CHP on the bike. He said, I come from out of, I believe, like somewhere in Inglewood, gang in Inglewood. So it was in a little bag and shit. I'm like, what's this? He's like, so wow, to put all your credentials in there, you're registered as my brother. He said, they usually won't ask you who your brother is. They'll see you and they'll respect it because they want every other officer to respect it. So, you know, if you get pulled over speed and checkpoint, I ain't gonna lie, before I start eating meat, Chick-fil-A give you 50% off.
Okay.
That's a fact. I don't know if they knew what it was. I think when I used to open to get my car, they would see it, they'd be like, oh, 50% off. I mean, I wouldn't go debate with them. So I definitely took that. And I really didn't pay it any attention until one day I was in that damn Hellcat moving. I was doing like 28, 30 over. And I looked, I said, oh shit, this is damn near reckless driving, right? So he pulled me over and I gave him my registration and insurance. And I went in my pocket to get when I opened it up. He said, oh, you friends and family? I said, yeah, my brother. He like, all right, just slow it down, you can go. So at that point, man, I done got out about 10 tickets. You know what that would have did to my insurance?
Oh yeah, skyrocket.
But see, here goes the thing, Vlad. I understand the streets, right? And I keep telling people this. Don't mistake me for the street guy. I just come from it so I understand it. You get what I'm saying? I'm never anywhere reeking of marijuana. I don't speak any Ebonics, right? I'm not riddled everywhere with tattoos, right? I don't fall into the politics of what people telling somebody what they can and can't do. Now, the funny part about it is the black biker gangs, motorcycle clubs. I used to be in one.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Hoover D. Fathers, Hoover. We started just pounding together. I still have a Harley to this day. 8 out of 10 black biker clubs. You know what they have in them? Police. Now here's the difference.
Not the 1%ers though.
No. Yeah, I don't yet.
Yeah.
We talking about the black biker clubs.
Well, but there's 1%er biker clubs.
Probably not a bunch of them.
Well, what's the name? But Mob James used to be in one.
Listen, I've seen them be the president. I've watched them and I say, yo, bro, y'all got cops. They like, yeah. When we get pulled over, you know, everybody ain't got a license. Some people been drinking. We let them go talk to the cops. That made sense to me, right? Okay, cool. Y'all not out here doing nothing, but let's be realistic. On the black biker scene, it's a whole lot of stuff going on. So what happens when it's a fight or an assault or it's a shooting and you have a cop, an able body watching these things? See, I just got a friends and family badge that don't got a badge number that just helps me get out of tickets and get 50% off Chick-fil-A from time to time. Y'all running around with able body, actually police officers in y'all clubs that can give a report, right? I mean, I didn't say nothing. I just kind of like started to fall back because it's like, a lot of times you gotta move in certain spaces a certain way, and I'm telling myself, if that dude a cop and that dude a cop and that dude a cop, and we get into it with that dude, what we gonna do, call a cop a snitch? Right? So, you know, to each his own. I mean, I've never hit it. I mean, yo, it lit the internet up for a while. It went up.
Oh, yeah, no. Lots of people were hitting me like, yo, what's up with your man? I was like,
Well, I did cover up the brother. Because it said, but see, here goes the thing. It says police officers with an S. And I kind of hit, you know, I trolled a little bit with it. I had a little fun with it.
right, because also you're an ex-felon, right?
Yeah, bro, common
And
sense.
a felon cannot be a police officer.
Bro, they got prison pictures of me up everywhere. Like, common sense would tell you that. And Nick, I'm gonna be real with shit. I don't know what schedule I was working. But I'm traveling on tour and doing albums, and I don't know the schedule I'm working. You know, maybe I don't know what they think, but it gets to a point, Vlad, to where when people want to see you in something bad or fall, they'll create anything. But in this game, we already discussed, because you had to learn, we don't block the trolls. The trolls are our biggest game.
Right.
Our greatest game are the trolls.
Well, because I remember back in the day, there was a rumor that your ex-wife was a prison guard.
No, she was she worked probation.
Probation?
Yeah, she was a probation for like juvenile hall for about 7-8 months or some shit. She wouldn't, man, you know how women get, you know, when they say, hey, I want to go do something for myself. So I think it's how it worked, because I didn't really pay attention to it. I think when you come into the county as a whole, they have all these various positions open, and she chose probation. And it was crazy because she went, the funniest part about it was, I kind of think she was trying to get from under the stigma of me and my people in this game I was in. So when she went to probation, they sent her to Silmar Juvenile Hall, right? All her superiors, guess who they were? The people that used to be my staff. Right? So it all came back down to, oh yeah, we had cash and we ended up doing some things. I took Game, and actually I took Game, Big U, Blueface, and there, you know, we did some give backs, brought the kids pizza and Chuck Taylors and shoes, but she did that for 7-8 months, I believe, and then she might have went to another part of it, I don't know. Then she just stopped. But I mean, what the hell that got to do with me? Look, I got cop friends. I don't hide that.
I have cop security.
Yeah,
I got
listen.
active NYPD, former LAPD, like.
Did you see that?
I feel the safest with those guys.
Okay,
honestly, because who's gonna go up against a cop?
Did you see that picture when I took Blueface to turn himself in? They had me talking to a sheriff in the hallway.
I didn't see it.
It went viral, right?
Okay, I bet.
So I'm talking to a black sheriff in the hallway. So people like, yo, bro, you too friendly with this cop. I'm very friendly with this cop. I've been knowing this cop since I was 4 years old. My right-hand man to gang-banging. Their mother and father are sister and brother. Our mothers grew up together. Me and this cop used to battle East Valley Trojans and North Valley Golden Bears on the football field. This is my friend. I don't give a damn if he the cop, CIA, or what. But just so happened, he was the bailiff, I guess, in Blueface's court. So my concern that day was a Friday. Van Nuys court is heavily Hispanic. If Blueface didn't get out on that late bus, he was gonna be stuck in the Van Nuys terminal over the weekend. As a black dude in that situation, you can find yourself in a situation. So I'm telling him, bro, make sure he get out to the county on that late bus. He like, I got you, right? And it's crazy because a lot of the homies that seen the picture, they like, yeah, that's the homie. Remember we was in Wayside, he used to take care of us. We never knew why. But I got cop friend, shit. Did you remember when I got the fight with Stitches?
Yeah.
Remember I got tased?
Right. That was in Miami, right?
Miami. Okay, watch this. That's the guy they call Big Bear that tased me twice. Big old black dude. Me and R&B coming out of Prime 112 years later. This is right after the shooting, was it DaBaby? Remember something happened with DaBaby, his artist? Mm-hmm. So I guess they was sitting in a squad car out there that night. I just told R&B about, I don't think she knew. I showed her the video and I got tased. When we come out, guess who's working in front of the building? Old Big Bear. Know what he says? Hey, what's up, Wack, man? I'm sorry, bro.
Sorry for tasing you.
I said, baby, that's him. She said, what? That's the one that tased me.
How does it feel to get tased? I've never gotten tased before.
Well, my first experience wasn't, that was my first and second because I got hit me twice. So the reason why I'm gonna tell you is a little different for me because when I got hit the first time, it started raining, literally. And I didn't know I was tased. I thought somebody dope fiend me from the back. So I went into prison survival mode. Get up. So I have no idea it's two hooks in me and he's maxing it out. So when I went to get up, because I didn't know I was tased, dude thought I was on something. They hit me again. Pow, pow. So the first time, it knocked me out or made me black out. But that second time, remember they had the planking era going on? Boy, listen, I was planking. You hit me again. Every time he hit me, I don't know what that electricity does, bro. But I'm glad P. Diddy didn't try to use none of that. Cause you're not doing nothing.
Was it like really painful?
It's dominant. You don't realize how painful it is till after they stop it. It's so much, whatever's going in, it just numbs you and makes you lock up. It stings. It can kill you, bro. It can make you have a heart attack. If they're not like releasing that or they pump it too much, it'll definitely kill you. But it's definitely not nothing I want to be through, and I advise all women, go get you one of them little handheld tasers when you late at night, because if you hit anybody with that, they're definitely gonna get off of you.
Well, you mentioned Blueface. New photos have come out with Blueface. He looks a little heavier. Looks like he's gaining a little bit of weight.
Man, they tell me, nephew, 215. I'm like, no, I need you back. I'm used to nephew like 165.
Right, because he was skinny before.
Man, listen.
How tall is he?
About 6'2".
Okay, so like my height.
Yeah,
okay.
But his swag, he gotta come down at least to 185.
Gotta lose some weight.
A little bit, you know, and he will once he get out, start training, because we got boxing matches set up.
What's the date?
Well, that's the thing. And you know, you gotta remember, his original date was March of 2024. Then it went to July 2024. Then he got caught with something in there. Then it went to June 2025. So it's kind of like in California State Prison, I can say he's scheduled to come home this year, but you're not out till you're out. Now, he's finally on a stable yard. Come on, you move it around so many places, you don't know if you're gonna get over here, you gotta fight. This dude did something, it's a ride going on. He's on a stable yard where people have gotten to know him, you know what I mean, where he has his program. So we're looking forward to him coming home this year.
Well, when we were at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards, I actually got to meet Chrisean Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And me and her exchanged numbers, and we were talking about doing an interview, and it did not happen. And I called you because basically, look, you're doing an interview today, right? You're getting paid today.
Yeah.
When do you get paid?
After the interview.
Correct. Because the concern is, you know, with me and you, it's whatever at this point. We have a relationship. If you insisted on getting paid a different way, I wouldn't give a shit, right? But when it comes to new people, look, and I give this example, DMX like insisted on getting his full payment ahead of time. He got paid, then he started to move around, and then he died. Right?
That's it.
He died. It's very sad, but from a business level, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do this again because you don't know what the future holds.
Real. And even with you when you called me, I said, look, bro, just suggest you give her half with something I don't even get. and then take care after the fact.
Yeah.
She didn't want to do
She
that.
didn't want to
At
do
that
it.
point in time, I told you as a brother, maybe it's ill intentions.
Well, yeah, because she wanted half up front and the other half when she walked in through the door. And I'm like, that's crazy because I've seen you on No Jumper while out in the middle of an interview 20 minutes in,
There you go.
kicked over a TV and whatever else. Like, if I ask you the wrong question, let's, for example, I start talking about your child and that just triggers you. And you
just
storm
jump
out. And I paid you the whole amount. I'm not going to sue you. How do you sue Chrisean Rock? I don't think it's possible.
No, it doesn't make sense.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I'm like, when you come in, I'll give you half. When we're done, I'll give you the other half. And what I said was something you told me. I told her Wack100 guarantees you the money.
Yeah.
She still said no. So I said, all right, cool.
See, if
we'll
Blueface
pass.
would have been home,
He would have taken care
I'd
of
have
it.
been like, go ahead, don't, because he would have took the hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even whatever she would have did, he would have took the hit. Blueface type of dude, she had a wild out 30 minutes into it. He had to sat down, completed the interview. If that wasn't enough, he had to ran your bag back, right? Nephew not home, and I don't personally involve myself in things she does unless he instructs me to out of respect to him. But anybody that offered half up front and then half what you done and you don't, it kind of makes you think that it might be some ill intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've just found that the people who have sort of the sketchier sort of backgrounds in terms of doing business, they always make business the most difficult for you. They're always the ones that are trying to not get ripped off because they have done some questionable things with people's money in the past and they're paranoid it might just come back to them. Now, Vlad TV, you have never heard anybody say, Vlad owes me money. No. I'm suing Vlad. He promised to pay me this and he didn't pay me that.
I'm going to keep it real. I didn't think it was a big deal, but it was one time where payment got sent to me what Vlad thought was 5-10 minutes too late. And Vlad tripped out on the payment people. So he don't, before you take a picture, before you do anything.
Yeah, the payment's made.
He's going to, either his people's going to send it or he's going to get on the computer himself right in front of you and do it. So,
yeah, man, the way I look at it is, look, you're going to have to pay anyway. So why create a problem by paying late, right? You're going to have to pay anyways. You want people to do business with you again. Why play around with people's money? Why do that? It makes, there's so many other problems that can occur. The money's not going to be one of them. So I've always been 100, like literally. You've heard people say, well, I think he owes me for the interviews I did for free 5 years ago. You've heard that, but you never said there was an agreement for that. They just feel like they're owed something.
What they factor out is that those same interviews help you get to where you at today.
Exactly. So yeah, man. Chrisean's been kind of erratic recently. I remember she was like crying at like a beauty salon at one point, and I think she got swatted at the dentist.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's crazy.
Well, what happens is you have these you got the barbs for Nicki, and then Cardi got her little following, right? So what happens is you have her following, and then you have Jaden's following, the baby mother, right?
Right.
So they kind of do things to one another's, to the opposite artists consistently, right? Like you have a website, I swear, that sends Blueface packages every month. I think it's like Blue T or some TV or something like that. What it is? That channel Blue T TV. Like, so it's like they got their serious little cult following is just down here. So they'll sit and they'll watch where you're at. They'll call in, they'll report any little thing they can do to the opposite. Not that Jaden's telling her people to do it or Chrisean's telling her people to do it. It's just tit for tat going on. It's just like a whole type of underworld thing. I believe that she's trying to make a change. I just think that who she is kind of like I think it's some demons there, bro. There's some
Yeah.
demons there that's working on her. And I think she wants to get away from it. She's trying to get away from it. But I think it's a few things that it's gonna have to be answered to. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? But it's some demons there. So as much as she puts on this persona of this, that's still pulling at her.
Look, that was the first time I actually saw her in person at the award show. It looked like she was going through it. I'll be honest. It looked like you look at her now and how she looked in the very beginning. There's a very big transformation in terms of her overall appearance. And I remember I was talking to my dentist the other day. I was talking about her the missing tooth. And I said, yeah, I had heard that if you don't put in an implant, like all your teeth will start falling out. He said, no, that's not exactly true. This is what's going to happen. The teeth will start to cave in on each other. Okay?
Collapse.
They'll start to cave in until those teeth will eventually touch. So what's going to happen is when she does get her, I'll say, okay, I'm finally going to get an implant. They aren't going to be able to put in an implant because there's not enough room for that tooth. She's going to have to get braces and pull those teeth apart over the course of a year or so and then get an implant afterwards.
Well, she has. I know Blueface personally has went and had that corrected. I don't know what it is she does now, but
No,
every now and then you'll see it's
there's no tooth.
but then you see it's a tooth.
Right, but no, you could put in like a little tooth just for cosmetic purposes, but an actual implant means they have to drill into your gums, put in an actual
So you're saying because the gum line will start collapsing.
Well, no, not the gum line, but implant is an actual medical procedure. I know someone who had it done. It's like a 6-month process. They put in this special thing, this kind of thing that'll hold a screw into your actual gums, and then that has to like heal up and whatever else, and then they'll screw in the actual tooth into that like metal.
So she has a removable.
A removable's nothing. That's just cosmetic. That's not doing anything. An actual implant you can't remove. It's a permanent tooth at that point.
Okay, so you're saying is it the gum aspect of it that'll cause it collapse? Because
because
if she's putting a tooth there, it's going to keep the other teeth from
but she's not
collapsing,
keeping there. If it's there permanently, like 24 hours a day, I'm sure. But what I would guess is she only puts it in when she's out in public, and when she comes home, she pulls it out.
No, she don't put it even in out in public.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd have to keep it in there permanently.
She's very comfortable,
With no tooth.
I remember the gimmick. It was kind of like the big baby thing.
How did she lose that tooth to begin with?
Geez, I probably don't even want to know this story. Season 1, COVID 2020, I believe. Blueface says I'm going to do this Blue Girls Club or whatever. So we look up Blues on Instagram. He finds like 10, 15 girls. He brings them to the house. Somewhere in there, Chrisean starts to catch feelings. Women are getting eliminated and sent home, so on and so forth. And Chrisean somehow ends up on the phone, or while Blueface was on the phone with his girlfriend, with his woman, his baby mama, with Jaden, she starts to say some disrespectful things, right? So at that point in time, Jaden knew that Blue was working with this, doing this new thing he was doing. Jaden pops up, her and her sister-in-law, Blue's sister. I'm talking about in like 20 minutes. 20 minutes, Jaden and this sister-in-law's coming through the door. Now in the living room of this home, it was this life-size statue of a unicorn, right? Beside the wall. When Chrisean seen them come through the door, she took off running. She's looking at them, and when she turns, boom, she runs into the unicorn. And the unicorn knocked her tooth out.
So it wasn't even a person. It was a
unicorn.
Object.
She's the only one probably in life that has had her tooth knocked out by a unicorn.
No one could claim that outside of her.
What the fuck?
How does you choose? Is it
I
unicorn?
mean, because I don't think unicorns exist. So it ain't like a damn kangaroo where some people didn't challenge the kangaroo. And that's how it happened. So Blue kind of felt responsible because it was his girlfriend and sister that came by the house and shouldn't have came by the house. He understood why they came because whatever she said. So he took her to get, I mean, way back then he took her to get it fixed, but she used it. Like, you know, now she kind of like went into her marketing mode and created this big baby thing and she used it. And it was kind of cute and kind of gimmicky back then. But again, like I said, she was a little smaller. She wasn't a mother. They went and got her like this iced out little pacifier, and she had a little song that had a little buzz. But I think like she's kind of like outgrown that look. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, to each his own.
Well, you mentioned the Barbs. The Barbs are actually all mad at me right now.
They mad at you, and who else they mad at?
Listen, I put up a tweet this morning. I
Uh-huh.
said, Nicki Minaj is the definition of money can't buy you happiness.
What are you attacking? I thought she's married.
Do you see what she's been doing recently?
I seen she's been going at Jay-Z. Well, Tidal.
Jay-Z, SZA,
Why is she going at SZA?
Doechii, Kendrick, Punch from TDE, everybody. Desiree from Rock Nation.
But see, okay, let's okay, hold on.
Like, what does SZA do?
But hold on.
SZA's really just minding her own
But
business. She's
here's-
calling SZA ugly and, you know,
But
like...
here's the thing, let's look at this differently.
Okay.
I think the problem we have is we watch people for 10, 20, 15 years. We watch them. Vlad, if I woke up and over the next 5 days saw you ranting on everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say Vlad's unhappy. I'm gonna say, yo, Act, yo, Trap, yo, Adam, hey, bro, we need to go check on Vlad. This ain't him, right? Like, we see what he's doing. This not him. So that means something's going on. So my thing is, have we ever seen Nicki attack people? I mean, we've seen her get into it with people.
Yes, she's gone off on these crazy conspiracy theories.
But they'd be into but this many people, like SZA don't bother nobody.
She really does.
Kendrick definitely ain't said nothing to her.
Right.
Punch ain't said nothing to her. Right. So what I'm saying is what she's doing.
Jay-Z hasn't said anything to her.
This is what I'm saying.
This is what she's claiming, right?
Maybe something's going on.
This is what she's claiming. So, remember when Jay-Z launched Tidal?
I remember.
And he brought in like 16 like musical
15
partners.
people gave him 3% each.
Gave what?
3% each, 45%.
Okay, 3% each.
3%, they got 45% that he brought in. Later on, somebody else came in with like 200 million or so, and he gave them a third. It kind of diluted everybody, which we understand that. That's how your contract's written.
So she's claiming that Jay-Z, when he sold the company to Jack Dorsey, which I looked it up, it was sold for around 300 million. That she was paid $1 million, but she's really owed 200 million.
But she only had about maybe 2.5%, 3% tops.
There's 16 partners. She's not an equal partner. Jay-Z is obviously the biggest shareholder.
What's the numbers on 300 and 2.5%? I mean, shit.
300 times
10% would have been 3 million.
2.5.
Half of that 1.5.
It's about 7.5 million.
For 2.5?
2.5%. If it's sold for that much, but like you said, it was probably diluted.
It was diluted.
It was, and in fact, Tidal was a losing company.
It stayed in the
Tidal was
negative.
never successful.
Stayed in the negative.
It stayed in the negative, so probably decreased in overall value. They had to get other, they had to get more money, which ultimately diluted everyone's share and so forth. It's not like you're talking about Spotify. You're not talking about Apple. You're talking about a losing company that was ping-ponged to various other people. I think Sprint bought it at one point. Then I think Jack Dorsey just bought it as a favor to be cool with Jay-Z because he didn't do anything with it. Tidal's not a major platform anymore.
He didn't do anything with it.
And she's claiming that she's owed $200 million, which is like, it's just insane.
Now, she's saying this on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Vlad, me and you both know when you're dealing with these type of situations, you're dealing with these type of entities, Nicki being who she is and her legal team, Jay-Z and Tidal being what that is. Bro, that comes down to the paperwork. It's not even an argument. They're gonna look at the paperwork, they're gonna do an audit of the money, they're gonna see what went what was worth what should have been coming that way, and it's that simple. If you're hollering and screaming on social media, I believe, I could be wrong, I believe either a album, a single, she's about to launch some merch. I believe it's just a marketing gimmick to put the light on her so she can present something else to the people. I could be wrong, but, or she just, maybe she's going through something. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, people go through things and people react in different ways. For her to be going at this many people all at once, we watched Gucci Mane, remember?
Yeah.
Remember when Gucci got on one?
Yeah, but
matter of fact, she was the butt
he
of one of
went
the
to
jokes.
prison right afterwards.
Remember, he was, bro, we was hearing all kind of things, right?
Yeah.
But Gucci later on, once he came home from prison,
He got off drugs, got married, settled
Remember,
down.
it was something happened at the barbershop.
Yeah.
Shit, he said, Nicki, I used to take you to the $29.99. He went at everybody, right? Every day we looked up, Gucci was on, but bro was going through something. You know what I mean? So maybe she's a mother. You know, she got a husband over there. I don't know him. I know he has some serious past allegations. You know, they've been running it every day on the 100 side, but that's because Nicki went at academics and somebody else and kind of used his name as a threat. And now you have kind of like thrown him into the forefront of some stuff that has nothing to do with him. And the only thing people gonna talk about is his charges and allegations. You get what I'm saying? You can't like use him and his street cred and what he has going on in the past. I don't think he's doing any of these things today to say, my husband gonna come see you. Not to a dude like academics.
Yeah.
Academics, you know what he said. You know what he said, right?
He said, go
have him meet me at the daycare.
Meet me at Chuck E. Cheese.
Your laugh is diabolical. You act crazy, you get what I'm saying?
Meet me at the Montessori.
Yeah, meet me somewhere you can't be. So when I call the cops and they pull up,
right,
you're
arrested because you're a registered sex offender.
Yeah,
right,
so
you can't be
but,
in this facility.
But in his defense, we haven't heard anything from him since the little Offset spat.
Yeah, no, he's being quiet. You know, he's playing his position. And look, Nicki has a crazy history of this kind of thing. Because remember, she allegedly like paid $100,000 for her brother's legal costs, and he was convicted for raping a little girl over and over again for years.
Mm-hmm.
Really a disgusting individual who was in prison.
Well,
where
here's
he
the thing in
deserves to
defense of Nicki, not him. I don't know him. You know he's gonna tell his sister I'm innocent, I didn't do it. I need an attorney. She's gonna believe him. She's gonna wanna believe him. Right? She's gonna wanna believe him. Now me and you, we're gonna look at it and look at what's going on and be like, hey, don't call my phone no more. Something wrong with you, right? So, you know, in defense of Nicki, I can see her wanting to help her brother if her brother is screaming, I'm innocent. I could even see her, even after he's found guilty, helping him through an appeal because he's screaming that he's innocent. But it is kind of like, went from that to the husband and that, and, you know,
Right, he's a registered sex offender.
Yeah.
Listen, I have my old group of friends from college. I found out that one of them got busted because he was like the bummy guy in the crew. He got busted for trying to sell like R. Kelly tapes like a few years ago or something on the dark web.
Sex tapes?
Yeah. Like remember like the
Yeah,
peeing
yeah.
tape and stuff like that?
Yeah.
He got raided by the police. He got arrested. He's now a registered sex offender. And I'm like, okay, that's it. We're not hanging out ever again.
Yeah,
That's it. We're done. We can't come over. Can't be around my kids.
Yeah.
That's illegal. Like, you know,
They catch you on the photo with them. Look at Vlad's new
we
friends.
can't take any photos together. We can't even really hang out because you're a registered sex offender. That's it. No, we're done.
You're
cool.
you're a RISA.
Yeah, it's all
RSA.
done, man. It's all done. It's been nice knowing you. I wish you the best. I got nothing personally against you, but we can't kick it no more. You and I are on different platforms right now. You're a registered sex offender.
Yo, man, what's up with your guy, though, bro?
Who?
The Lil Meech dude.
Lil Meech. So he was busted, and I guess his friend is claiming that Meech, like, snitched on him, so his friend got arrested?
Bro, first of all,
That guy reached out to me, by the way, for an interview.
I sent that
No, but he had already reached out to us before you even hit us.
Yeah, right.
We passed.
So first of all, this selective politic got to stop. This guy ain't claimed nothing. We watched Little Meech on the police officer's body cam snitch.
Hey, super charge about the gun and stuff. Yeah. Okay. That's what y'all found it on. Y'all found it.
It's not legal.
Huh?
It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal
It's not legal what?
to have a firearm.
Well, I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
The cop comes, first of all, dude is asleep. He's asleep. Meech throws everything on his lap. The guns, everything he put on his lap while he sleep. By the time dude woke up, seen, and he looked, the cop walking upside the car. Meech then threw everything on his lap. Okay. Meech is in the back of the squad car. They come over there. He like, yeah, so you found the guns? The cop said, yeah, but the guns aren't illegal. Maybe they're in Florida or wherever they're at, right?
Why would Lil Meech even have a gun to begin with?
Hold on.
That's the part I don't understand.
Because he's perpetrating a fraud. He's believing what he's
He thinks
doing on camera,
He thinks
right?
he's his dad.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't even think his dad did that type of stuff.
No, you're right. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He was
Big
just a
Meech
hustler.
probably didn't carry guns.
He was more of a hustler, right?
Yeah.
So, the cop says the guns aren't illegal. No, but did you find the other stuff? The cop says, yeah, we got the gun.
Is this on a
It's
body
on
cam?
audio.
Oh.
He's in the back. He said, the cop says, he said, you found the stuff? He said, we got the guns, but the guns aren't illegal. They're done with their search. Meech goes to say, but did you find the other stuff? He said, you mean the guns? No, the other stuff. So what are the cops gonna do now?
Go look.
Go
the other
back in
stuff.
and search. And they find the other stuff. Drugs, whatever it was, right? This is on audio, so this has nothing to do with he's saying. We're listening to him saying it. So what the rest of the world gotta understand is, I look at Meech as I looked at 6ix9ine. Bro, you know, we saw him in the airport. I'm a good kid. I went to the private school. It's not mine. It's the security's. Call my mom. My dad is like Pablo Escobar. He told on his daddy again and he was already in there. My dad is like Pablo Escobar. Niggas, you okay? What are you talking about right now?
Oh, by the way, Meech, you know I fuck with you, Big Meech, but that goatee, the drawn-on goatee, please don't rock that again.
He too light to do that.
That looks too crazy.
He too light to do that. So, and you know what? I think Big Meech is probably telling his son, hey, bro, slow down, man. You know, the road is the road. I want you to be a movie star. I don't want you to go from being a movie star to a convicted felon or you telling on everybody. I mean, you know, listen, we go off paperwork we reading that kind of, you know, says what it says about Meech. We got pure D audio, raw and uncut. It's stuff on Lil Meech, Big Meech ain't never had. Well, at least we haven't seen. I don't know what time he got over there. We still are waiting on that time. We'll see what Penny gonna do with that. But to date, I mean, I just think dude need to like simmer down, bro. Maybe go get him a Prius or something. You know what I'm saying?
Nice
and
Honda
just like
Civic.
go to the gym and just be cool.
Look,
Get another role, bro.
here's the thing. I'm going to tell you, if Meech, if you're listening to this, Lil Meech, and by the way, we tried to book him also for an interview, but once again, we got the bullshit of, he needs this much up front and whatever else. When we've heard stories of him not showing up to shit, having club walkthroughs that he doesn't go
Well,
to.
here goes the thing, bro. Let me ask you something. Vlad, I gotta point the finger at you right now.
Okay, let's go.
Your interview was on TV. Dude was 5 years old when his daddy went to jail. Wasn't no continued nothing after his father went to jail.
Right.
He don't know nothing.
I interviewed him before BMF started. Before the TV show started.
But I'm saying all you could talk about, now that was great because we didn't know what the show was, what it was going to be.
Right. No, I mean,
We've seen what the show is,
listen,
right?
obviously, I'm not going to talk to him about the BMF
He don't know
organization,
nothing.
but I'm going to talk to him about his whole story, what's happened since the TV show and whatever else. There's enough to talk about. But look, like Lil Meech, like, listen, there is a reasonable chance that after this BMF TV show ends, you're not going to have an acting career.
He got to go to Tubi. If he's smart, he would be going over there shopping himself.
So
My man Gravy is doing great over there.
Yeah, I interviewed Gravy.
You know, but see, I'm gonna tell you why. Gravy and that other dude that played Tupac, they both had the same problem. I don't know what they call it, but where once you play a certain role, I don't give a damn what. That's all you see them as. Every time we see Gravy on something, we see him Biggie, right? And a dude that played Pac, I seen some type of little space movie or something they tried to put him in. But every time I seen him, I seen Tupac.
Right.
And he's the same way, right? So I think he should go toward the Tubi side, do that, and then get on the business side and start creating himself. People will flock to him. It's a lane for him, but listen, like, we don't want Lil Meech to be a gangster.
No.
We don't want Lil Meech to be tough.
No.
We want Lil Meech to be the success story of Big Meech, who was a drug kingpin, who finessed his story into a legal situation and was able to place his son as the main character, and now, like The Godfather, the name and the empire and the business is clean. That's what we want to see. We don't want to. You killing the success story.
Yeah. I mean, look, you got your biggest role. I mean, I think he had a small role in Euphoria, but he got his actual role because he looks like his dad. That's it. You're not going to get to redo that role.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
He didn't get that role because he didn't look like his dad?
No, you're not going to do that. He got that role because 50 Cent, being who he is, knew what that would do for him and his dad, placed him in acting school,
right,
and kind of forced him and positioned him to be able to play the role, because regardless of the fact, stars at the time still had to agree. So you couldn't just say, he was looking like his dad.
No, I got it. Look,
we got to give 50 his credit.
You're right, because Lil Easy did not get the role of Eazy-E, right? But then again, you know, Ice Cube's son did, because Ice Cube's son went to acting school and
all that.
I get it, but what I'm saying is, okay, you went to acting school, you got this role, it's a successful show, but you're going to have to start going to a lot of auditions to try to get other roles now, because you can't keep playing Big Meech.
And what's going to happen, as soon as he goes to these auditions, because he's so brainwashed, he's going to be like, okay, so yeah. No, talk regular. Talk like you. We want you to be Jonah Thompson, a farmer's son, in the year of 1978, and he's in the damn wheat field. Like, bro, he's mentally, like, he wants to be that. Like, I hated when 50 gave him the chain. I'm like, bro, that ain't the way to go. This is gonna really have him thinking he's something. You know, he resembles his dad, but he's not his dad.
No, he's not his dad. And when you're spending $10,000 for a pair of chrome heart jeans and you got like 10 pairs, for someone that's not making consistent money and you have an actual business that generates money and so forth, you're going to get yourself into a lot of financial trouble.
That's a fact.
You're going to start doing things that you don't really want to do in order to maintain that number, you know, those types of bills and so forth. Unfortunately, like, you know, you saw the tragedy of like a Jam Master Jay, you know, who was a very well-respected figure that everybody loved in hip-hop, but he wanted to maintain a certain type of lifestyle. He was taking care of a bunch of people and so forth. He didn't
start hustling.
He started selling drugs
with
Southwest Tea.
But Meech can't, Little Meech, that's not, you know, this is not.
Would you be totally shocked if he got busted for moving drugs? Would you be totally shocked?
I would be shocked at whoever participated or was in cahoots with him, because he have showed you the last 2 times he's came in contact with law enforcement. The last 2 times, okay? The last 2 times he's came in contact with law enforcement. His first thing was to tell.
Right.
By any means necessary. So I'm telling whoever it is, if you're thinking doing business with Little Meech is gonna get you to Big Meech, I don't think Big Meech want to do that type of business with you or nobody else. When you get told on, ain't no Lil Meech snitch. Matter of fact, from this day forward, Lil Meech can no longer be a snitch. He's a civilian. Anybody deal with Lil Meech and get told on from this day forward, you had it coming. I hope they fry your ass up and give you the maximum sentence, because you're the bozo. You chasing clout so hard that you're totally disregarding and ignoring what this man is showing you he is.
So you're saying that he should change his name to Lil Sneech?
Little bitch. Let's just cut the chain. Little bitch, little snitch. You know, I just be DJ, right? Is that it? DJ Demetrius Jr.
There you go.
Just be DJ.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? I may go start DJing. He might could do that.
He could, yeah.
Yeah, you know, DJ Lil Meech.
Chugga, chugga, chugga.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Now, there's pictures of Suge Knight in prison currently where he looks very skinny.
What? I haven't seen those pictures. Where did they come from? I think I might have posted them.
Right. Now.
Yeah, Suge got the monster.
Okay, well.
He's sick. He's sick.
You know, you said this, Reggie Wright, I believe, has said this, Reggie Wright Jr., that is, has
the
said
attorney
this.
that just passed away.
Okay.
People was on the phone when Suge was giving him the details on which to file when he was going back on appeal. One of the things was he was not getting his proper treatment.
Well, I actually looked into this, and I spoke to someone that was familiar with the whole situation, and this is what I was told. I'm not going to say who it is, but this comes from a reliable source. When I say reliable source, you could trust that it's reliable, right? Number one, Suge is not sick. Now, he is legally blind because he's completely blind in one eye
and 30%
about 50,
in the other.
15%. 15% in the other. Right? So not totally blind, but one eye, 85%.
I tell you what, Vlad, how about we cut to the chase?
Well, hold on. Let me just finish.
Let's just offer a test.
Well, I don't think we just have Suge take random tests for our amusement, okay?
No, let me put a little money in there for him.
Okay. And I was told from a reliable source that he does not have HIV or any other communicable disease.
You really want to bet on that? You said or any other.
I'll bet on the HIV part.
Okay. You want to bet?
How much?
Whatever you say.
$100.
That's cool.
All right. So you're going to bet me $100 that Suge has HIV.
We'll give him a couple stacks if I'm wrong.
How would he have gotten it? There's only one way he could have gotten it in jail.
How?
If he was raped by, or he had consensual sex with another male inmate.
You know Tata?
Jay-Z, Tata?
Oh, you don't know Tata.
Who's Tata?
Tata's somebody you need to talk to.
Okay.
Tata, you're familiar with Tata. Remember the Reggie Bush scandal where they took the Heisman?
Yeah.
The people that was supposed to have been the agent?
The guy with the sunglasses?
That's Tata, but Tata's not a regular guy.
Okay.
Tata is very knowledgeable. We watched Tata slap the shit out of Suge. We watched Tata call Suge out. And Tata's from San Diego. Where is he in prison at? San Diego, right?
Not sure.
Yeah. It's been a few things went down there with the casino down there in Tata and Suge, and he has some intricate information pertaining to Lil Wayne and Suge that's not in favor of Suge. I'm just touching on a few things. I think you need to speak with Tata because how we know what's going on the yard is Tata's people, one of them that has the real badge is on the yard. And let me tell you who always knows who's doing what with who. They know, the correctional officers always know what dude does the tattoos and what dude sells this, and who's in the cell with who doing what. You don't know Tata, Vlad?
I mean, if you're talking about the same guy that was involved with giving Reggie Bush money before he went pro and then sued him.
Yeah, but that's one side of Tata.
Okay.
Tata is a very, very important piece in the overall everything over the last maybe 15 to 18 years. You need to talk to Tata, but he, Suge has never been that small, bro. Ever.
He's getting older. What is he, about 60 now?
He was older. He was older when he was 55.
He's 60 years old.
57, 58.
He's 60 years old. At some point, even really big people start to get smaller as they age.
You do.
He's
remember,
almost a senior citizen.
You remember the photo I put up just 8, 9 months prior to that? I put up a photo with him and a bunch of derelict-looking people because I was showing he's on the PC yard.
Right. I was also told he's not on the PC yard.
No, he's definitely on the PC yard. Now, that's a reliable source because Pa Rue, that's a level 4, that's a lifer that was in the same penitentiary, was on the GP yard.
Okay.
He went to the PC yard. This is a fact. So whoever your reliable source is a liar. Now, I'm going to ride with the homie that's calling me from the joint any day.
Well, we got a $100 bet over the HIV thing.
Okay, well, he definitely was on the PC yard.
Listen, if you're
saying... Did you see that photo I put up with those?
Yes,
bro,
with the older people.
The only place, ain't no older people. Hey, that don't work up in there. The only place you taking photos like that with that mixture of race and all of that is a PC yard. Homies ain't going for it. The Woods ain't going for it. The Essays ain't going for it on no GP yard. You're not gonna find fucking 4 blacks, 9 white people, 12 Mexicans with their arms around each other, smiling, hey, right, on no other yard unless it's a PC yard like that. Don't get it fucked up. Suge from somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Now, the Christians may be moving like that, right? But only place that's gonna happen. But I say that to say this. In that very photo, Suge was damn sure holding his 280, 300.
What's that?
That was he was holding. He was holding his weight.
The weight. Okay.
9, 10 months later. But again, we're going off of what was said to the attorney. We're going off of what our man is telling us, the correction officers on the yard, as well as the other inmates on the yard, are telling us they ain't got no dog in the fight. It is what it is. It's not no surprise because we've seen it time and time before, and this behavior was practiced while he was free anyway.
Well, listen, even if you're HIV positive, at this point, they have drugs that will allow you to keep your health if you did not have HIV.
He told
this is where medicine is at this point. HIV is no longer a death sentence.
I know that, but he told his attorney, and his attorney just passed about 2-3 weeks ago, they're not taking care of me properly, giving me the right medication for, and he said it. So, when we heard it, we cross-referenced it with our man down there. He called into the people that's actually on the yard who work the yard, and they like, yeah, he's definitely intermingling with those people.
I mean, the only way...
But it's not a shock to us because he do it on the street.
Okay, so...
Shout out Parquet Butter.
I don't
you know about the Parquet. Don't act like you ain't been following Ray J. Ray J told y'all about the Parquet.
Yeah, him and Ray J been going back and forth, and Ray J's been talking crazy about Suge. And Suge's been talking crazy about Ray J also.
Ray J got a few records. I've been trying to get him to let
Did all that start from like when I was doing the interview, that's my fault. It's my fault.
Check this out. Why is he talking about death row shit? He went around.
Huh? We should unmute it.
Why you talking about his shit?
That's it. That's all I'm talking about.
No, that's all he's talking about. They were asking.
Why you asking about questions about that with Vlad? You know what I'm talking about, nigga. You don't talk to nobody. You talk to motherfuckers. You want to talk to motherfuckers when you want to talk to them. Motherfucking line they draw in the sand. When motherfuckers get at motherfuckers when they feel they can, when they want to, and bullshit motherfuckers, and act like, you know, well, you talk to Snoop motherfucking ass, nigga. Who ass them? Don't be talking about fucking same breath, you motherfucking with Snoop. Because Snoop said some fucked up shit about the homie, and shit coming out, and shit gonna be dealt with.
You want to put it on speakerphone?
I know y'all hear me talking. I ain't talking to my motherfucking self.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, the shit y'all be doing ain't homie shit, ain't family shit. It's selfish shit. Now, here it is. Pop ain't it this motherfucker. That's a little bro, that's a little homie, that's all the answer. Then y'all with Snoop and the rest of these niggas, nigga, fuck Snoop, nigga. And the minute the motherfucker run to him, he know what it is.
No, but it really's not.
But
it's not. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Suge was trying to squeeze you for something that
me and Suge were talking about doing an interview, and I ultimately didn't follow up about it. And I think he was a little mad at me about that. I'm actually trying to do an interview with Suge, but I'm trying to get cameras into the prison. You know what I'm saying? If I could pull that off, then I think that'll be a huge win for everyone. But that's hard to do.
He ain't gonna do nothing but lie to you for 2-3 hours.
That's cool. If he's on camera doing it, it's a lot more than a phone interview. That's how I look at it. Look, if Suge actually has HIV, he must have gotten it in prison because it didn't look like he had anything coming into it. Now, we don't really know. Look, Magic Johnson has HIV. You know, and he's had it since the 90s.
Magic had it when people was dying.
Right. But look at him. He looks totally healthy right now, right?
Yeah, Magic had it, what, the 80s? Shit.
No, the 90s.
Early 90s?
91, 92. 91, 92
yeah,
when he caught
25, 35, 34 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, but I believe Magic Money was talking for him and
Well, no. Magic had access to some of the early medication that is now considered standard in the HIV world. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you stay on this medication consistently, your levels will actually get to the point where it's not even detectable anymore.
And I tell you what, bro, listen.
Not that you want to catch it, because you don't.
Listen,
you know, and also, I just want to say, like, let me just say this. For everyone out there who's out recklessly having sex, no condoms, men and women and so forth, they have something called PrEP, where you could take, there's a few different ways to do it, but they have a new version of it where you could actually you can get an injection twice a year, and it's almost impossible for you to catch it if you come in contact with it.
Well, I don't know nothing about it.
I'm just saying,
I don't know nothing about
that's the one thing you don't want to catch.
Listen,
you don't want to catch the monster.
I got my 10 women in one. I'm cool. I stumbled.
You got your P. Diddy.
I stumbled up on a platinum mine. Listen, I didn't even think, listen, if somebody told me, boom, 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 all these traits, all these qualities, and all this is in one person, I'd have been like, man, you out your damn mind.
By the way, I love you guys as a couple. I saw you guys at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards. You know, very cool to see it. You know what I mean? I love it.
Young Vlad.
Yeah.
Vlad was on deck, boy. Vlad was dressed too.
Oh, did you see me?
Yeah, you
see
styling.
me in the black suit? I said, all right,
Vlad
I'm
was
gonna
on
pop out
deck.
like y'all ain't seen me before. You
Vlad
know?
was on deck.
Yeah.
And our boy Jason Lee, that awards is growing. That
great.
Bro, it was like
unbelievable.
star-studded.
You know, it was one of the, I told him, I said, that was one of the greatest events I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah.
Because to be in that room, to be at a table, like close to the stage, and to see that level of talent right there in front of you from, you know, Keke Palmer singing, you know, to just, you know, Johnny Gill performing right in front of you.
Johnny Gill had me dancing.
I know, right? That's the homie.
And I can't dance.
That's the homie right there.
That's the homie, like,
yeah,
so.
That's the homie.
I mean, just everybody.
Yolanda Adams.
Yeah, Yolanda
blowing
Adams.
right in front of you, like, wow.
Fantasia.
Remember Yolanda Adams? How impressive was that?
Yo,
my jaw dropped. I couldn't, Because, because I'm not a church guy, right? I mean, I've been to a couple of churches here and there with like, exes, but like to see Yolanda Adams do gospel at the highest level right in front of you, you're just like, wow, like this is what everyone in that genre aspires to. And I could see why, because she's just that good. And she just, you could tell it's internalized. And oh man, it was just
not only that,
award
listen,
show.
Let me tell you what a lot of people, we all done did a bunch of these awards, like Grammys, BET Awards, Emmys. Yo, not only does he give you an award show and a ceremony, he feeds you. He feeds everybody. These people are coming out, they giving you your salad, they giving you your main dish, they cleaning it up. The drinks is there, the bar is there, the lounge time, the red carpet is like
food was served. Multi-course.
And for those of y'all don't know, we talk about the Hollywood Unlock Awards. I don't know where's he viewing. Is it on Zeus?
I think it's Zeus, yeah.
It's on Zeus. Y'all go check it out.
Yeah.
We've been to a lot of awards, and I will say that Jason Lee, this is his 5th one, and it's gotten better and better and better and better every year.
Facts. Well, your buddy Troy Ave was in a shootout, or was he? So, TMZ has confirmed that this so-called shootout was actually staged and fake.
How did they confirm that?
They confirmed it.
Those your friends over there?
No, but TMZ posted it.
They posted what?
That it was fake. They publicly posted it. And TMZ rarely gets it wrong. Less than 1%.
So how do they know it was fake?
Let's take a look.
What did they use?
Great question.
What did they come up with?
Great question. Let's look it up. Let's get the details.
Slander the black man.
Okay, right. Not slandering the black man. Got it. Okay, got it.
Okay, what did they come up with?
Law enforcement confirmed it as well. Sources reached out and said that the whole thing was fake. There was no live rounds fired, and law enforcement confirmed it.
So law enforcement said that they got a
there
call.
There was no actual shooting.
Hold on. Did law enforcement confirm that they heard shots or no shots were reported?
Cops in San Diego told TMZ there were no reports of a shooting or attempted robbery involving Troy or this guy, Jeff Cole.
So cops said there were no reports of an attempted robbery or a shooting?
Yes.
Okay. So that means who would have to make the report?
Anyone involved.
They
reached out. They reached out. They didn't hear back. The whole thing is fake.
Listen.
It's fake.
No, I'm asking you. I'm just asking.
I'm not
Who would have to make the report?
Either
the people being robbed, right?
The shooters or the victims.
The shooters and the victims are one and the same, correct?
Well, it depends. If the person they shot at got shot, then that potentially would be a victim as well.
Well, he's the robber, which makes them the victim of being robbed, right?
Yes.
So do you think attempted robber is going to go to the police station and file a report that he was shot at because he was trying to rob somebody? Hey, I'm just hypothetically speaking. Do you think the shooters are going to call and report something that maybe they possibly should have been doing? I'm hypothetically speaking, but I'm willing to place a small wager with you, Mr. Vlad.
What, that this was a real shooting?
Hey, look, I'm just,
How are we going to prove it? How are you going to prove that it's a real shooting? How are you going to prove it?
You're a Jewish guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the last name Kessel? Is that Jewish?
I don't know.
No? I
could be, could not be.
Yeah, I believe he's Jewish. We can meet at this Jewish guy's office on Ventura.
Okay. Sure,
what is
that's
it,
right
10th floor? Yeah, 10th floor.
10th floor?
Yeah, Alex Kessel, the best criminal attorney in town.
Okay. I'm going.
But yeah, it's fake.
I'm going with TMZ.
Okay,
it's
well.
Fake. Oh, now you're saying it's fake?
No, I will bet you and TMZ.
That it was
both
real.
You and Harvey.
Okay.
We can put a wager up.
Okay.
So let me know what you and Harvey want to do.
We'll do
you
$100.
guys are
We'll do $100 together.
You guys are a superpower together. But Harvey got to sign some paperwork.
Okay.
He can't talk about it.
You can't talk about it.
There you go. Shout out to the robbers who keep it real.
Okay.
We fuck with y'all.
All right.
Anti-Lil Meech.
Got it. Well, what wasn't fake was that Top 5 got stabbed in the neck.
Yeah, they booked him, man. But I'm disappointed at those guys.
Why is that?
Because, I mean, like, yo, listen, man, when you gonna, listen, man, you don't halfway bake a cake. You bake it all the way, bro. And this dude, he's itching. He's asking for it. His mouth. I think Drake is waking up because I see Drake ain't even commenting on it. He ain't saying get well, Top 5. This dude is, I think he's so caught up in the clout of it. He's saying things and doing things that it could bring nothing but that. And he got a little dude, 5 foot tall, $120 soaking wet, and he's claiming to do this, that, this, y'all not this, y'all that. I mean, at some point, somebody gonna catch up with you, bro.
I'm just surprised it happened in London, of all places.
Why?
Because it doesn't seem like he has any beef in London. It seems like all his beef is in Toronto. Like, all the violence I ever heard happened in Toronto.
What did he say? These London dudes ain't no goons out here. They ain't nothing. They get busy in the UK.
Well, they will stab in the UK.
You ever heard of a zombie knife? That's like us saying we got a stick. Google zombie knives. That's like they AK. Listen, bro, I don't know what people was thinking about London. Maybe they don't walk the same way, talk the same way.
Serrated
bro,
knife, yeah.
them dudes, how we play with guns out here, they play with knives out
because
here.
guns are totally legal out there.
Yeah, no, out there, the cops even get a gun, they got to call in the gun truck.
Right.
They are playing with knives. So when you say, like, these dudes is thugging in jogger suits. Like, they don't walk, you know what I'm saying? But when you say, ain't nothing but pussies out here, ain't no goons out here, we could drop the pin drop right now and y'all not gonna pull up.
Yeah, I didn't hear all that.
He said all that.
That's what led up to it?
He said all that prior to in London.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's like somebody coming out here saying, you Crips and Bloods is pussies. We right here. I'm gonna be at the after party over here. Like, bro, but dude, he runs his mouth. I mean, he got 9 lives. He gonna come back talking even more now, because now he got 2 sets of mouths.
Yeah, me and him actually spoke. Me and him spoke not too long ago. There's supposed to be an interview that we're supposed to do, but we have to basically get a camera crew in Toronto. That's what was slowing it down. And then this happened. I'm hoping he's okay, because I guess he's lived, but I guess he has to go through recovery and everything else like that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, bro, at some point in time, I get it. I get everybody. Some people come in because they just are who they are and they're very knowledgeable of things. Some people come in because they're a gimmick and they say certain things. His whole claim to fame is Drake and what he does for Drake, who he is to Drake, and what Drake does for him. He screams this stuff too loud for that to be Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like you hearing somebody saying, I'm Kendrick Lamar's hitter. I killed for Kendrick. I killed for Kendrick. Kendrick brought me this watch. Kendrick gave me $300,000. We're gonna kill everybody for Kendrick. You're not gonna see that, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
that just sounds crazy when you say it out loud, but that's basically what's been happening.
That's
with
what
this
he's
guy.
been doing.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, no,
so at some point in time, and then he goes out there. Ain't no goons out here in the UK. They're weak. We drop a pin drop right now. You know we're up.
Yeah.
No, I will tell you this. The first footage is fake. The car footage is cap. That ain't how that happened. He got hit on the sidewalk.
Huh.
So that was a good throw off.
Right. No, I remember there was a video of him cutting off his ankle bracelet.
Cap.
His ankle monitor, I mean.
Fake.
And they actually announced that he wasn't even wearing an ankle monitor.
He wasn't even on an ankle monitor. Everything about this dude is bro, you didn't see when they mushed him in the face, kicked him in the ass, chased him across the street?
I didn't see that.
It's on the internet.
I mean, I believe you. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, like they say, Wack, he was only 19. 19, boy. You want to see me at 19? What do you mean getting? Listen, when your heart pumping Kool-Aid is pumping Kool-Aid. But I mean, he got a good gimmick going on. But you know, I think he does it in his mind. He's playing, and everybody not playing.
Yeah, no, I would never go anywhere and challenge people to hurt me. Like, you know, that just sounds crazy.
I was in Ireland. We was in the mall. Had this Irish artist called Nicki D's. And a group of people walked up on me. They said, yo, y'all with gang? We said, yeah, we on tour. I said, like, y'all want to go to the hood? I'm looking at these dudes. These dudes do not look the part. I'm like, y'all from the streets? They're like, yeah, we from the streets. I'm like, yeah, we want to go shoot a video with him because his roots are here. And they took us over there to their neck of the woods, and they just had these kind of like hangout areas, like, you know, like look like a mechanic shop, but you go up top and it was the full-blown something else. When you go to these other countries and places, just because they don't look the part that we look, don't mean that element's not there, bro. And UK's not playing.
Yeah.
I've been going to UK for a while. They're not playing. There's some real gangsters out there. My man Jay London, he always kept us straight. My man Fecky, he used to, you know, always be around us. They ain't playing out there. You know, I wish him the best of luck. I don't know if he have children and all that, but he just need to slow down. You know what I mean? I trolled him a little bit. I don't want to see the dude unalive. He, you know, he said a few things to me that, you know, if I ran across him, you know, and my wisdom ain't with me, I might fall weak and take a hit. You know what I'm saying? But he got to tone down that mouth, bro. And I think he might be saying, because Drake ain't said a thing about it. He looked like he might be, like it might be time for me to start distancing myself from what's going on.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. When I heard about that and I saw that it was actually true, and like I said, I just talked to a baby a couple of weeks ago, it was just like, damn. And look, I mean, my man Dizzy Rascal, who at one point was the biggest rapper in the UK, he got stabbed up.
Bro, they ain't.
This is some real shit.
They will jug you.
I believe he got stabbed up like multiple times. You know,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
They will jug you out there, bro.
That's the one thing that the UK got on locks, the stabbings.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
That's their
thing,
bro.
That's what they
Bro,
do.
I remember when the zombie nights came to be, because I'm watching the news. I was out there. They like, yeah, they got this new thing. And I guess, you know, you get some time, you get caught. They said the zombie night. I'm like, damn. Fucking 40 cow, just, what happened to the 40 cows?
Yeah.
Because this thing, and then you know, bro, that creates a different type of savage to stab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a total different type of guy from a shooter.
Well, Drake was on stage for, you know, a couple of days at the Wireless Festival. I think he headlined 3 nights. And at one point he claimed that UK rappers are better lyricists than American rappers. I put out a tweet. It went, I put out a couple tweets that went viral. I said, you know, a Canadian rapper said that UK rappers are better than American rappers. Which is, you know, that one went somewhat viral, but the one that went really viral that I think is like 3 million impressions now, I said, name me a UK rapper better than Kendrick Lamar. I'll wait. And of course, there was a bunch of whatever, thousands of replies, but I have yet to meet a UK rapper.
That's what we not gonna do.
What's that?
UK rap, shout out to them. They brought that drill sound to us. We've always had respect for UK artists, and we have respect for what they do over there. Respectfully, Drake's from Canada.
Right.
All right? We not gonna let a cat start a fight between the bear and the dog. You know, everybody gonna be where they gonna be, especially when the place you talking about kind of just defeated you. And we don't look as Drake.
Well, you know, I think Drake is mad at American rappers.
Yeah,
that's why he's trying to create that division.
Because all the American rappers didn't help him gang up against Kendrick.
True.
And I'm gonna be real, we don't look at Drake as a Canadian rapper. We know he's from Canada. We kind of look at Drake as a worldly rapper that came from the upbringing roots of Young Money, Cash Money, right? Nothing in Canada could have did for him what Young Money, Cash Money did for him,
Absolutely
right?
not.
So at the end of the day, what we not gonna do is U.S. is not gonna say, fuck the UK rappers. Salute to the UK rappers. Salute to the UK podcasters. Salute to my man Traveler Ross. And we gonna keep our situation healthy. And let's continue to do some music. Start doing more music together. Let's do some collabs, because that's just crazy. Because I've never heard a UK rapper say, we're better than you guys in the States. And I never heard a rapper in the States say, we're better than you guys in the UK. Two total different dialects, two total different styles of production. Everything's totally different. And when it comes together, I think it's great. So I think we should kind of leave that right there.
Well, I'm going to say this, and this is someone who's a fan of both American rap and UK rap. At one point, I did a whole run, through the UK where I interviewed Gigs and Mist and a bunch of other, really, big rappers over there. I will say this, and this is coming from an honest place. I know people get mad at me when I say this. Although it's called UK rap, I really don't look at it as the same genre as American rap. Once you really, use the accents and the style, the way the accents are used, the way the beats are set up, I feel like UK rap is its own genre. Although it has the word rap in it and they're not singing, I think it's all bunched into one. But honestly, I have never heard a really great song, like a timeless classic song, with an American rapper and a UK rapper on the same song. I've seen a lot of cool marketing ploys where it's like, hey, look, it looks good if we put a Central C with like a Drake or with like a 21 Savage or like an Ice Spice, and yeah, like cross promotion, this sounds great, but I feel like none of these songs become really like timeless songs because I feel like the style is so different that it doesn't quite really work together.
But this is
That's
what I'm
how
saying.
I feel.
So we can't.
That's how I feel.
That's why we can't. That's my point. They're great and good at what they do,
right?
From where they're at.
This is not me downing, because I think that they have their own fan bases, their own style, their own music, and it's dope.
I like to listen to it because I like to try to figure out what the hell they're saying. It takes me like 3-4 times to listen to it, but the production be live.
Production
and
is cool.
They do their thing, right?
Central C is nice at what he does. Gigs is dope. Like there's a bunch of dudes who I fuck with out there, right? But I like the music, but I feel it's different. It's kind of like Afrobeat and, let's say, dance hall. There are some similarities, but Afrobeat is its own thing. Jamaican dance hall, reggae is its own thing. It's I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it gets bunched together because they're not singing. And now everyone wants to collab and so forth. But what I'm saying, like, these collabs, they don't sound that great together.
Conscience, dance hall, right? Conscience is dance hall. He got a hot album out right now.
Okay.
My boy Conscience is dance hall. He got some, but I think he was number one on the roster of the Jamaican charts a couple weeks ago when he came out. But again, he did some collabs with The Game, collabs with Eric Bellinger, and a few other people. You know what I'm saying?
I get why people do collabs, because it makes sense on a marketing level. It's like, yo, you're exposing yourself to a different audience. The same reason why I interview a lot of people. I interview people because their audience will come check out what they have to say.
Yeah.
Right? And then my audience will, look, they come to my platform because they want, my audience, and I want their audience. It all works out together.
And I'm going to be real, like, it's cool to discover. Like dancehall, I probably heard it, but it was till my business partner, Travis Wilson, he signed Conscience, and so I started paying attention to it and listening to it. I'm like, yo, dude got a vibe, right? So yeah, when you put that with something we got going on over there, you bring it together, their fan base is introduced to our people over here and vice versa, it comes together, you have something great. But again, I think that was a ploy. Bro, I hate to say it, because Drake is who he is. This damn Kendrick thing, bro, it's been like, what, June, July? It's been 14 months. He ain't got over it.
Right. But keep in mind, Kendrick is also on a big worldwide tour performing that song all over the world.
Like, is this how I'm going to act if you leave me? It's been like, because dude in his feelings, like, is this an example? R&B?
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Drake's never taken a really major loss.
Never.
This is it. And I don't
he
think
made it
anyone
more than what it
says-
was, Vlad. Like this, he made it bigger.
Of course.
Like it could have just, it'd have been gone, but the filing the law, bro, he files the lawsuit
Still going.
right before Kendrick's album drops. Kendrick was slated to do like 260, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, he files that the week or two out, Kendrick come back 319. Right? And it is like more like, I hate to say it, he's his own worst enemy. Like, he's not taking nothing from Kendrick. Kendrick is who he is, the work he put in, his song, his music is amazing. But Drake is the one driving the numbers up.
Drake, as part of his lawsuit, hired 2 private investigators to subpoena this guy named Kojo Mene Asamoah, which they claim artificially inflated Not Like Us. So they've already spent $75,000 to try to serve him this subpoena. So basically they say that there was secret payments on behalf of UMG to this guy to pump up the numbers of Not Like Us.
See, now here goes the BS, right? And listen, I'm gonna speak it. This is what I don't like. You know how I know how many cameras you got when somebody's interviewing? See, all they see is me, right? I can go tell somebody, this is Vlad's setup, right? Because I've been there. And look, I had nothing to say about the camera setup when I was in the seat being filmed, right? I was in the seat being filmed. I was gaining from what these cameras were doing. Like, bro, what you doing is really not cool, because it's like, you know what you know, because some of the very same services were possibly done for you and always done for you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yes, you know what to say, right? But guess what? You didn't say it when you was benefiting from it. Let's just say UMG says, you know what? These are 2 of our superstars. We're gonna guarantee their first 10 million. Let's just say that, right? We're gonna put them in front of, we're gonna put the machine to it, or we're gonna put them in front of an audience so big, we know 10 million people will stream, right? And then at that point, if Kendrick goes to 15 million and you go to 12, and then he goes to 18 million and you go to 13, at that point in time, the people are talking. They put you guys in front of the same big audience, and then they got off of it. They marketed, they promoted it in a way that they knew you were both gonna, maybe it cost them some money, maybe it was just marketing, advertising, maybe it's just making sure you're in every country, you're at the top of every goddamn network. Maybe that's the way of them doing it, right? But after that, when they get off the gas, the chatter of the people, right? More people, for whatever reason, favored the Kendrick side of that than the Drake. But what's crazy is Drake, 95% of the battles went your way. You didn't have you never went and said, hey, Paul Namanito and Macchiato was doing this for me.
Right, he wasn't complaining about Meek Mill. Meek Mill had his numbers pumped up during our battle, and, you know, I think it's unfair that he got all those streams about a diss song. I mean, in fact, I think when Meek Mill ended up dissing him by playing the reference track, Drake got taken down. So, you know, Drake plays these games, you know, just like everyone else.
I don't know, bro. I mean, listen, Kendrick won the rap battle. Drake was still #1 streaming. He was still #1 across the board. You still who you are. I don't.
Although his new song, What Did I Miss, did not go #1. And he even commented on it. He goes, suppressor on the #1 spot. I'm taking that soon, don't worry. One song or another, rule changes and all. So he's basically saying that he didn't get the #1 spot because
you know why?
Someone was doing something.
No, because they can't position you the way they used to position you, because you might go tell the people, John Napanato, see how I'm here? Look. So now they gotta let you just do it on your own. You get what I'm saying? Vlad, I don't give a damn what you say. If your man wasn't over there and the other people wasn't over there that do your shorts and your clips and all that, your shit is not gonna run as smooth and be as big as it is now.
Correct.
This is what this is, bro, and it's just confusing to me that he knows what it is and this one situation that did not destroy you. You know what I'm saying? It was a good battle.
You're
in the Super
headlining
Bowl.
stadiums. Like the song with the album with PartyNextDoor is very well received. Like I've been bumping it. It's a great album.
It did 250,000 to verse Kendrick's 319, 12 songs.
Okay.
22 songs.
But it's not a Drake album. It's a collab with an artist that's not
he's
nearly
on 20
as big.
songs. Kill that. He's on 20 out of 21. And it's 21 or 22 songs.
No, I understand that, but it's a collab. But it's a collab. If Kendrick did a collab with another artist, it would not be as big as GNX.
Bullshit, because now he has another artist fan base to help push the stream. Come on now. Y'all not finna take that from K-Dot.
No. PartyNextDoor does not have nearly, and I like PartyNextDoor. Me and him DM sometimes. I think he cool as hell. I like his music. But up until the point, like look at his albums up to the point where he did one with Drake, nowhere near the numbers that he's doing now. It's not even close.
So you telling me he doesn't have his own fan base?
It's a relatively small fan base compared to Drake.
Listen, man. You had two artists with two total different fan base with plus 10 tracks to contribute to the overall stream versus one artist with a hard 12 who put underground LA rappers on his shit. Outrun them by 70.
I see what you're saying. It's kind of the same thing. Okay, I see what you're saying. In fact, PartyNextDoor.
Come on, bro.
Okay. I'll give you that. No, you're right. You make a good point because actually what you're saying, I think is actually true because PartyNextDoor was bigger than all the artists that
everyone combined.
That Kendrick put on GNX combined. Okay, you're right. Never mind. You're right. Okay, you're right. You're right. I'll get off this hill. I'm not dying on this hill. You got it. No, you're right. It's a good point. You're right. He basically sprinkled his own Lefty Gunplay.
Up and coming, Lefty Gunplay, Dodie 6. I mean, bro, it was all J3 the hitter. It was all underground.
AZ Shike.
And yeah, it was all.
Did I pronounce his name right?
AZ Shike, something like that.
Yeah.
It was all.
That was the only AZ and Lefty were the only two artists that I personally had heard of. No shot at the other artists because a lot of them were dope.
They were underground artists.
They were underground artists, yeah. No,
you get what I'm saying?
PartyNextDoor was not quite an underground artist, so yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
Nobody on there had 250,000 monthly listeners. Nobody.
No, you're right. You're right. In fact, Lefty was probably the biggest artist at the time on that album.
And Lefty sold 500 copies of his album when it came out. Remember, he released the album the same day Kendrick released it. You don't remember Adam was running the content? He ran the number.
I remember.
Right? I remember. Like 500. 500 to Lefty. Lefty Gunplay different. Let me stop.
I think Lefty goes through a lot of personal issues that keeps him from achieving the level that...
And Lefty asked me to go get on camera and go get a contract with Zeus and run it up. Y'all got to stop lying and Lefty telling him he can rap. He's a great gimmick artist, but he's funny. People love to watch him. His antics, I don't know if he high as a kite, whatever's going on with him, you know, we watch it and we'll laugh. He's like a Mexican Crip Mac, kind of in the sense of his antics and his character. His bread is over there on camera. Because he's a natural at it, because he's not pretending or faking. Well, he is a little bit because he's like a white dude playing a Chicano. You know what I'm saying?
He's half white.
Yeah, but I think if somebody put a gun to his head and say, talk normal, you're going to hear, hey, how you guys doing? It's going to go, yeah, you know me, because at the end of the day, I'm going to keep it. Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Jeffrey. Right? For real. You know what I'm saying? Black people do it too. I hate it. She'll tell you, when they call me, bro, from prison, hey, yo, what's up, homie? So, what it do? You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to maintain and withstand the vicious blows. Hey, bro, talk straight. I'm going to get off the phone.
In fact, I actually looked it up. Lefty's real name is Franklin Scott Holiday.
See? Franklin. Franklin.
Mr. Holiday?
Mr. Holiday. Scotty! We want to see the real you.
It's a very white name. Holiday.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any Mexicans named Holiday.
Nah. Hell nah. Yeah, I done heard a few brothers, Jay Holiday. But
Shout out to Lefty, though, man.
Scott,
Shout out to Lefty. He did an interview with us, man.
Scott.
You know, come on back, man. We rock with you.
We ain't gonna do the Franklin. We gonna give him Frankie. That sounds a little more Hispanic. Ah, fuck it. You Franklin.
Max B is allegedly getting out soon.
November
9th. Now, haven't you been implying that Max cooperated?
No, we got that paperwork.
Okay.
We got the initial paperwork.
I believe he denied it recently. I think he did Danza and he denied it.
Well, we got the paperwork where he voluntarily met with law enforcement and then he led them to the location of the female, told them what strip club she worked at and what project she lived in. Now, we got that. Now, the conversation came up on how he went from 80 to 20 years, right? So, it's a sealed file to that.
Yeah.
Now, his brother, the other guy involved, Pooh Sims, right? He has me he sends me his jail number. You can text it and he'll call you back. So I'm talking to him and I'm like, he telling us what's going on and this, that, and other. And I said, look, bro, that answer to how he got that time off is in that sealed file, but only you can get it because you're on the case, right? And because you're on the case, they have to give it to you. So we told him that earlier this year. June, he calls and tells me he has it. He has that. He has the video of him giving up information, full-blown information. He said the information he gave up on him to get that time off was so damaging that if he went back for appeal, he may be in a worse situation. You know, Vlad, you do know I represent the exposers. You want to hear the content?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. This is June 2025. Okay, so the new information you about to send me I just forgot that nigga name. What's his man name again?
I'm gonna mail it to you. I'm gonna mail it to you, man, and then I'm gonna definitely give you a call, and we definitely gonna figure this out. Yeah. I gotta call my lawyer real quick before he leaves.
Okay, yeah. So Pooh, look. So you saying the new information he gave them, they can use against you. If you go back on appeal, overturn it, they can use the new information to rebook you.
Yeah, they could use the new information because this is testimony that he gave them when he went back and got resentenced. So you know. This shit crazy, man.
All right, well, send me.
For some shit I ain't do, he know I ain't did it, man, and he gonna go lie to these people, man. So I'm gonna definitely shoot you the information.
Send me that new word.
Shoot you the information.
Send it to me, bro.
I got you, so we can make it happen.
Now, so about a week or two ago, what I did, I let this be known that what was going on because we had already ran the previous documents that we actually had where we see the statements against the young lady. He told on the young lady got caught, told on him. So he's saying in the appeal, Max B went back down and gave them a bunch of information on him to get that time off, right? So I let it be known because I wanted to see what was gonna happen. Now, for the record, I don't know Max B, never seen Max B, ain't got nothing against Max B, but it's content. You called me with it, you got some documents, paperwork, the exposers gonna come together. We're gonna read it, put it together, boom. This is Pooh Sims. He's doing 120 years in New Jersey State Penitentiary behind this. So once I heard last week, this was in June, I heard Max B say, shout out to Pooh Sims. That was really a subliminal to me. That let me know he got to Pooh Sims. And he just called me yesterday. And you know, he started to insinuate like all this was me and he didn't want the people to know it was him. I'm like, look, bro, that's not how we work. You know, if you're gonna put something out there, we're gonna put it out there. So this is an exclusive. Nobody's heard this. So July 16th, here we go.
Wait. I don't know you, bro. How you come to me? You came to me. You came to me. I ain't call you. I got the answer machine. You want me to put that out? I got the message you left initially. You came to me. I didn't come to you. I number to call you, bro. You came to me. You got it through somebody else. You got it through somebody else. Bro, you told me. You got it through somebody else. You got it through somebody else. So now, see, this is what I don't like. So you want to give it to me, but you don't want nobody to know it come from you. That ain't no, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I didn't stop you misconstruing my words. I never said that. What are you saying? I said I will give it to you, but I'm not doing no interview. That's two different things. I let a nigga know I gave it to you, but I'm not doing an interview for you, for your content. Come on, that's for you. You do that. If I'm giving it to you, that's some real nigga shit. I ain't gotta give you nothing. I'm giving it to you. What are you talking about? I didn't ask you for it. I don't, hey, bro, listen. Respectfully, right. I don't know this nigga. I don't know neither one of you niggas. You right. I'm not going back and forth with you, Wack. You living your life. You doing you. That's what I just want you to concentrate. What I'm saying is stop acting like, listen, Wack. I don't want to argue with you, Wack. You live, Wack. You got it, Wack. You good. Live your best life. God bless, man. I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm going to fall back. I got to worry about this. Stop acting like, nigga, it was Wack. Nah, nigga. Wack, I don't want to go back and forth with you, Wack. We men at the end of the day. Like, what this going to do? Us going back and forth, what that's going to do? Like I came and hunted you down. I don't even know that. Listen to me. Wack, I don't know that nigga. I'm out of here. Wack, what I'm trying to tell you is, you called my number and left a message and said, yo, to call me initially. I don't have your number. How am I going to get your number? I can't get your number. Have me call you, nigga. Stop lying, nigga. Wack, listen, man. I don't know you, nigga. Wack, I'm gone, man. I'm not arguing with you, Wack. You a fake-ass nigga. Do what you do. You a fake-ass nigga. That's why I'm trying to record you. You can't deny it, nigga. Don't call me by no man if you don't want me to let that man know it's you, nigga. Wack, I done did this before you. You sound stupid. Yeah, I put this out before you. You want to act like a little bitch, nigga. I put it out before you. I ain't have to come to you. I put this out before you. Then you called me and said the nigga told on the fucking appeal. You said it. Thank you for using.
So initially, I might have asked you. I know he was shopping for 15 grand. I know he mentioned academics. I might have mentioned it to you.
Who?
This dude, Pooh Sims. Yeah. I think I mentioned it to you.
People always.
Yeah, but so the thing is, so the first one you heard was when he called me in June. Wack, I got the shit he told on me and all this. Just how he got all this. And then now they got to him. So when I let it be known that he said he had it, they got to him. Probably told him they gonna help him with his appeal when he come on, so on and so forth. And that's how people do. And people wonder why do people record certain people. See, Vlad, if you call me, I'll call you. And you say, Wack, off the record is what it is, we respect that. If you say, Wack, this what this is, and we can talk about it, then that's what it is.
Although, I'm just gonna
this dude here,
I'm going to remind you that one time you called me and asked me if the feds were raiding my offices. I didn't know I was on Clubhouse when we were having that conversation.
Yeah, that was stupid
I don't mind because I stand on what I said.
But see, you know what was great about that?
I didn't know I was live on Clubhouse having this conversation.
But you know what was great about that? Can't nobody say it's staged. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody fucking raided. Vlad has said they have asked him and he has denied them.
Right, but there was no raids.
There was no raids. They just asked you.
Regardless, yeah.
They say, you working with the feds, because I don't know if they think the feds is giving you questions to ask. They say the feds is at no jumper because everybody indicted, although everything they're indicted on was prior to no jumper. The people was crazy.
Listen, this Vlad is the police rumor has been going on for 15 years, and yet, what has it come up with? My man Ari Spears called me and she's like, yo, man, you know how you never use the N-word? Yo, here's this video you have with Crunchy Black where you're saying it. I listened to the whole thing. I'm like, at no point do I say it.
No, you don't.
I don't. Like, literally, like I said something, well, I'm not gonna something. It's like, oh, I'm not gonna do this. Like, you can listen to the whole video. It's been out for like 3 years. Like, everyone always tries to catch me in something, but there's never that. There's never anything there.
They just talk. They make things up, create things. And the crazy part about it is, 70% of the people gonna say, oh, that's BS. The other 30%, they gonna believe it anyway.
I'll put it like this. I have biracial kids, right? My kids are half black. I would hate to hear them have a day where they hear their white father use the N-word. You know what I mean? I would just hate that. Like that hurts me even thinking about it. So you and I talk out, you know.
You know.
Have I ever used it just in a casual conversation?
I don't even see that. I don't.
Yeah.
You know,
not in a casual conversation, not on camera, not ever.
No.
If a song is playing, I'm singing along. When that word comes around, I just don't say anything.
Damn, Vlad, I didn't know they got you too.
They always try to get me. Everyone tries to get me.
No, I'm talking about I didn't know the sisters got. I didn't know that, Vlad.
Yeah, you know.
I never do that.
Hey, I keep it quiet.
I mean, you know, once you know what they said,
keep
boy,
it quiet. But you know, I mean, like, yeah, I don't put it out there like that. But at the end of the day, I do have biracial kids, and I am very sensitive about this type of thing. And even, let me put it like this, like, I'm not going to say who, but there's white dudes that you and I know that I've noticed they've used the N-word, like, with each other, or they go on live, or they do interviews together. They don't use it around me.
Gotcha.
So I think they know that I would be like, nah, I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
Keep that
C1090, you see? Nah.
1090 Jake, I've heard him use it. But like I said, if you watch a Vlad TV interview, he's never said it. Because I think he respects kind of where I stand.
But I mean, even when we hear him say it, I know people that don't like him be like, hey, he 1090, like, what's the other dude?
Traplo Ross, I think. Doesn't Traplo Ross use it sometimes?
Jen Lee, nah, I never heard Traplo Ross do it. Jen Lee is, I think they're going to start this new thing. You know, they got, what they call these, you know, they got transgender. I think they're going to have trans race. Where transracials.
They already have it. I interviewed one of those guys.
Transracials.
You never see that guy?
It's a white dude, and he telling you he black. He's serious about it. And it's probably some black dudes telling you they white, and they serious about it.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. His name is Nuka Zeus. You never seen this guy? This guy here? I interviewed him a few years ago.
So he's saying he's white?
No, he's not saying he's white. He is white. And he basically wants to be black. He's taking like pills and all types of other stuff.
That dude look like a black dude.
No, let me show you. Okay, hold on.
Yo.
Nuka Zeus.
Yo. You seen him? He was black.
This is what he looked like before.
Oh,
with the long hair.
Yeah, that thing to the left, he would have fooled me.
Right there, before and after.
Yeah.
Right there. You see that?
Yeah.
He was like white, like me white.
Yeah.
Me, like Vlad white.
Yeah.
And he has tattoos that say like Black Power. And what was the other one? Is it?
I think he might be a rogue experiment to see how much he can infiltrate.
Yeah. Black Power, I think fuck Whitey.
I ain't gonna trust him as far as I can throw him. Cause if you hate your own, we can't trust you.
Yeah, no, listen, I asked him, I said, do you think you have mental illness? Do you think you're crazy? He said, no, I don't think so. He wants to be darker. I mean, he's taking pills that he's risking his health. Because these are not like pills you're supposed to be taking.
He's risking his health to be black.
To be black.
And it's a risk to our health that we are black.
He's got cornrows.
I mean, it's easy to get those.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, right? Because when I was on Pierce Morgan, you know, my hair is usually pulled back now.
Yeah.
Everyone in the comments like, does Vlad have cornrows? I'm like, no, I don't have cornrows. I guess it sort of looks like
well,
it.
You know, you kind of like, believe it or not, you got to remember, you report on us, you damn near one of us when it comes to the culture of us. Even though you know a lot about a lot of other things. But if you get down to it, and you know, you one of the goats and the grandfathers that started this thing that everybody's attempting to do these days. So, and that's what I tell people. I'm kind of the world, bro. Like I'm working with and dealing with those that are beneficial to the cause, and for whatever reasons, I'm out there hustling and working hard to get ahead for it. You're not gonna get me. You want to live in an all black community or multiracial? Put me in a multiracial community so I can learn and tie in a few more other things that I already have access to.
Well, 4 Extra blew his hand off on the 4th of July. I mean, that's really no other way you can explain it. Which was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my
It was
life.
crazy because that morning he was trolling. He got videos up where he got 2 M80s or whatever. You know, he's doing this thing and off the back, you know, I'm gonna throw these and I'm throw these in the house and I'm throwing these at somebody. And you know, to me, it was just, or actually just creating content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bad part about it is he's not the real victim.
Who was the victim?
The driver who lost his ear, eye, and whole cheek.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
That's
He lit an M80 in a car?
in a car.
Yo!
A M1000.
No, an M1000 in the car?
In the car. So, yeah, so when we found out about that, a lot of us was like,
Yeah, he called me up actually.
I bet he did.
Yeah, he called me up.
Well, that's kind of my fault.
It's your fault?
It's my fault. Because, and I told R&B, I said, watch this. Ain't nobody gonna pay for something like that, but Vlad, if you take Vlad over there and for a 20, 30-minute segment and walk him through it, I said it, right? So I said, well, let me see if they're gonna double back.
No, they reached out. Well, he reached out. We talked. He wanted $50,000 for an interview, and I just explained
But
to him.
I don't know what is it. Everybody knows.
I said, look, man, there's no way anyone in the YouTube space could pay you that much. Maybe if you go to one of the streamers like a Aiden Ross or a Neon that has like bigger money, you know, that's got sponsors and they have a bunch of, you know, paid, you know, people to watch the stream, maybe. But in the YouTube space, you can't make that back. Like, you know.
Only people that would have paid him for that is if somebody, some company, the fire department or the county of Los Angeles wanted to run an anti-firework campaign.
My name is 4 Extra, and I play with fireworks. Look what happened. Don't be like me. Kids, don't play with fireworks every 4th of July.
It's the same thing T.I. did with the We Tip. This is T.I., but not the TIP, called We Tip, right? I'm just saying, like,
called Crime Stoppers.
Because then at that point in time, think about it, like,
right, if you see something, say something, and you can even get a reward.
Here's the thing. Let's just be real. And I fuck with 4 Extras, right? And I wish he wasn't so damn hard-headed, because a lot of times I be reaching out to him, like, bro, don't do this, do that. He is saying he do it anyway and things happen, right? But Vlad, there's nothing heroic, spectacular, gangster, favorable, or uplifting about you lighting a goddamn M1000 in the car.
No, that's insane.
Nothing about that.
And you know that he had no idea that this was the last day that he was going to wake up with 10 fingers. That morning when he woke up, he didn't say, I'm not going to have 10 fingers after this morning.
I don't think he knew what he was dealing with. Because, like I get the other dude, they say his whole cheek is gone, ears gone.
That's insane.
It was, think about it, when you're inside of a car, it's contained, the blast.
I can't even imagine lying, you know, a firecracker in the car. That just sounds insane. Lighting a firecracker in the car sounds crazy. You know, I never mess around with real fireworks. I get them little safe and sane fireworks. You light it and you run away.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you do, right? You don't just sit there.
No, bro, listen.
Like, it's crazy.
Everything about it, and I'm gonna be real, like,
I've never seen a bigger crash out. This is one of the biggest crash outs I've ever seen.
It's
really up there. It's really up there. And listen, the first thing I said was like, are you okay, man? I was like, no, I'm good. I guess they managed to reattach some of the fingers or something. There's something going on. Like, I don't know. I mean, clearly he's not going to have like a full hand anymore.
I mean, the thing about it is a lot of people come in and they come in how they come in. He was the forefront, actually, of this new movement of the street stories and the prison stories and the fighting. And that was his thing. And everybody was like, and I had to tell Adam, I don't think you understand. We haven't been able to see if he can really grow organically. I'm going to tell you why. He went on no jumper. Boom, a month later, he went to jail. But he's talking about fighting these dudes, did this. So now everybody like, oh, he's in jail. So he's calling, whoop, yeah, I'm getting it on. So he gets out. People, okay, we want to hear about the fights. What happened? All right, and then he goes back to jail like 10 days later. Oh, okay, damn. 2 months later, he gets out. Okay, these people want to fight him. Boom. I advise him not to fight a few of them people, to do it the right way. But they never got a chance to see the fights. They heard the stories. He doesn't mention a lot of names because he chooses not to. And I think at this point in time, he couldn't have a real fight if he wanted to in the ring. I don't know how that would work medically, you know what I mean? But now that gimmick is gone. What is it you're gonna talk about? You get what I'm saying? And him wanting the 50 grand was kind of like, I believe if his homeboys wouldn't have released the pictures, if they wouldn't have released the story, and it would have been like still up in the air what happened, maybe it might have been worth something. I'm not gonna say 50 grand, but this is the streets getting in your ear thinking that they know the money that's generated and what's being made and saying this is what that is. I believe the worst thing he did was disregard, ignore, turn his back on Adam, somebody that every time he went to jail, hey bro, Adam wrote a letter and popped up to the courtroom and did all that for him, right? To disregard that, I ain't saying you got to give him the interview, but to not talk to him, allow him to come visit you. Other people coming that never gave a damn about you prior to, you know, I think he should have kept that relationship intact. I see he's a little upset because he said Adam allowed his ops to come up there and have a conversation about it. But they was gonna have a conversation one way or another. I believe Adam was able to control the conversation with them being in front of him. That's not a hood. No Jumper's not a hood.
Yeah.
It's people that go up there that I particularly don't care for, but Adam running his play, he got to keep his building going. Come on, Vlad, you got a hard job to do with this thing you do. Imagine a dude that 5 days a week is running the news with 5 people that's interchanging and he got 3 other shows and you know what I mean? So you got to keep certain things and certain flavors coming in that building just so it doesn't become boring. So I get it, you know what I mean? He gonna step on a few toes, he steps on mine all the time and I just take it in like today. We gonna battle about a few things, turn it into content.
For everyone's watching this, like, I know everyone thinks that going viral is some sort of key to like lifetime success.
It's not.
I go viral every week, pretty much. One of my tweets, like I said, like the tweet about, you know, Kendrick, you know, being better than any UK rapper is just a random tweet, 4 million, you know, views. Like, it's whatever. Okay, so it makes some energy, gets some more views, and then a couple days later, people forget it. They go on to something else. It's not a big deal. To suffer a permanent injury or death, to go viral, is mental illness. Seriously. But it's mental illness. To lose part of your hand to go viral?
We're not going to do that. I don't think he said, I'm going to blow this M80 up in my hand.
When you're playing around with M80s, you are already playing around with serious consequences.
He only went viral because of who Adam made him to be on that platform. If this would have been Forex's pre-No Jumper, nobody would have heard about it.
I think it would have made the news. I think that a guy in LA blowing his hand off and you seeing the actual pictures of it would have made the news, and suddenly everyone's like, who is this guy?
It happens every year.
And you're right, Adam definitely helped. I'm not downplaying
him being on that platform.
No, he was on a platform already, so therefore he had that boost. But man, listen, I was just, the first thing I said was, bro, are you okay? You know, what happened? Oh, no, fuck the rest of this shit. Are you okay? Like, just a human to human. Like, that's a horrific accident. Like, fuck, what else we gonna talk about?
Yeah, they say he was blind for hours.
I'm sure. He blew his hand off.
But the other dude, though, his face is gone.
This is the first time I'm hearing about that.
Ear, eye, they say the whole cheek, you could just see the whole jaw is gone. So it's going.
I mean, it's one thing to blow your own hand off. Imagine someone else's craziness resulting in your face getting blown off. Like, imagine what he has to go through. I don't think
it was intentional. I just think he wasn't.
You light an M80 in a car. It's therefore intentional. You light an M80 in a vehicle.
I mean, listen.
If you light an M80 and don't run as fast as you can in the other direction, it's intentional.
But then again, what you gonna do with it?
Why would you light it in close proximity?
But what you gonna do with it?
I don't know, throw it? Maybe that was, I'm gonna light it, then throw it?
But even that's not good because I can walk on that door right now and turn the corner and I'm an innocent person. You know what I'm saying? Everything about it. That's why I don't know which story they think is behind it. I think this clout thing, Vlad, makes people think they celebrities, bro. This shit's crazy.
Look, I read
There's a lot of people that think they're celebrities.
I read a
YouTube.
story recently of a girl who died. She was a YouTuber, and what she would do is she would eat beauty products. Like lipstick and
You heard of her?
like weird stuff. She would eat it. And then she died. And you're looking at this going like, no one's surprised here. You're eating toxic materials to go viral. Then you die.
It's crazy.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's how I look
That's a
at it.
fact.
I didn't feel bad for her. I never met her. I don't know who she
I wouldn't have
is.
felt bad
But if
for her.
you're eating lipstick all day long to try to go viral,
I wish 4X is the best, but I will say, me personally, I think the real victim is that other dude that lost half his face.
yeah, that's even worse.
Nobody talking about him. It's no GoFundMe up for him. It's no nothing. I hope he's all right. That's a lot of medical costs. I don't know the brother personally. A lot of people know him, but I don't believe he did it intentionally. I don't know if he knew 4X was gonna do that. I don't know if they both was in greens, lighted, and I don't know, but it's an unfortunate situation. But I believe what happened to 4X earlier that day saved a lot of people because a lot of people probably bagged up off of dealing with fireworks.
This is what I'm talking about right here. Beauty influencer Guava Beauty, who is known for tasting cosmetic products, has died at the age of 24.
Yeah, that's what it is.
24.
She got what she had coming to her.
Right.
She should have stuck to guava. We got content.
Stick to guava. Yo, 24. That's less than half my age, yo. 24. You're eating beauty products. And then you die. No one's really that surprised. This one actually hit kind of close to home. Young Noble has died from suicide.
Some depression, financial things going on.
Yeah, shot himself in the head. And I've interviewed him twice, I believe. No, 3 times? 2 or 3 times. I heard he was going through financial problems.
Yeah.
And
probably was homeless. I mean, shit, hey, bro.
No, he wasn't homeless. He was married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was married. He had a son, I believe.
He had a young son?
Not a young son.
Grown?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a little more to the story, but it's private, so I was told not to really share it. But he was going through money problems. He still wanted to do music. He still wanted to do, Outlaws music, but the other Outlaws weren't really looking to do that anymore. They had kind of moved on to do other stuff. And yeah, man, it's hard. And entertainment is a weird place. It's almost like professional sports in a way, that you kind of build up, and then if you really hit it, you hit it big, and you get all this money and all this fame and all this love, and everywhere you go, you're being praised. But then you get into being more of a legacy artist, a catalog artist, and you have to either reinvent yourself or you have to be happy with what you get. I know, I'm not going to say who, but it's a rap group that we all know about. And one of the members, they clean medical supplies. That's, when you get an operation and they have the scalpels and the knives and all that, that's his job. He cleans those supplies. He works
Nothing
for a company.
wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all. He works that 9 to 5, and when he gets shows, he takes time off. He does the show, comes back, and does 9 to 5. And this guy is, I believe, in his late 50s or possibly a little older, and he's doing his job and supporting his family, and he's got his stability. But I think too many guys and girls,
ego,
they don't want to be recognize working a retail job or
Before
something
the
like
fall come to pride, bro.
that.
His ego, bro. Nah, I salute him. Rest in peace to Noble. We all grew up on the music. Condolences to the family. You guys keep your head up. Other people, learn from it. Listen, do what you gotta do to get by until another situation comes your way. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Especially with music.
Yeah, that's
Especially
a
with
fact.
music, because, and look, I feel that sometimes people have a hard time looking at themselves realistically, right? When it comes to the Outlaws, like, for example, me and Edie, we're good
Well,
friends.
Vlad, let's just be real. Fucking Outlaws never made it.
Well, it was because of
Pac
Tupac.
died, he died. Yeah, so let's
When Pac
it ain't like,
passed away,
it ain't like you went up,
no.
and you know what I mean, like,
And like people like Edie, they understand that. They understood who was the star of that group. It was clearly Tupac. And once he passed away, the Outlaws did not have any like strong projects without Pac on it. Like the project that Pac was on did well, but
the
Pac
same
was on
shit
it.
happened with Biggie's group.
Yeah, Junior Mafia.
Junior Mafia. I mean, it is
It's always
what
that,
it
except
is.
for Lil Kim.
Yeah, Lil Kim, she went and did her own thing.
She did her thing.
It is what it is. I mean,
but Lil C's had one album that didn't do all that
I
great, and
just
then
think
that was it.
overall, man, life is vicious, man. You never know what else was going on. It could have been some medical situations. He could have had some, some demons. You know what I mean? You never know. But shout out to him, and may he rest in peace, man.
Yeah, man. May he rest in peace. He was a good dude. He actually reached out to me to do an interview a few months ago, but him and I couldn't agree on the price. What he was asking was just more than what made financial sense at the time.
That might be another reason why people wanted to book him to do things. It's another thing, bro. Like oatmeal beating oatmeal, man. So stop playing with it.
Yeah, man. And that kind of hurts
A
my
dude
feelings.
offer you $2,000 for tomorrow for 2 hours, and tomorrow comes in those same 2 hours, you make no grand, you're an idiot.
That's the thing that always surprised me. And that was the thing that kind of shook me up, because I'm like, I was just talking to him about paying him. Yeah, it wasn't a huge amount, but it was, like I said, it's better than sitting on your couch.
That's a fact.
I mean, like, for example, like, I have the Vlad TV YouTube masterclass, right? And people are like, hey, do you do one-on-one consulting? And I'm like, I never thought about it, but yeah, I'm open to it. And so a guy was like, would you take $500 for an hour? I said, sure, why not? Why not? So for $500, we got on on FaceTime.
Bro, that's some serious money.
And I'm like, cool, for $500? And I just, it wasn't publicized, it wasn't recorded, so then another guy came in. I just did one this morning. So for a couple of people for the masterclass, I'm like, okay, this is like another perk for people who join and pay $100 a month. It's like, I'll sit with you for $500 for an hour, and you can ask me whatever you want. And, it's interesting because I've managed to steer those guys into better directions. Like what they were wanting to do, I was explaining to them, here's a better way to do it based on what I'm learning about
Me and Flacco, we doing the You've Been Exposed thing.
Yeah.
To where I interview you, we take your links, Flacco posts them when he says, put your link right here.
Yeah.
Post the links in our stories. You go to my Instagram channel, the 100 show, you'll see the application up there, fill it out, R&B gets it, we schedule.
Boom.
So
There you
boom,
go.
so we doing it.
Yeah, man, listen, is $500 a lot of money for me? No, it's not. But I know it's an amount that someone could afford. And I'll spend an hour with somebody, because for me, it's more like, I feel like I'm helping the person out more so than what I'm getting out of it. Like they're getting more out of it than me. And that's cool.
And that's what it
But
comes
my
down
thing
to.
is like, if I'm not doing shit, someone just tossed me $500 to just hang out, like, sure, why not? And that's what hurt my feelings about the Young Noble thing. I'm like, I was offering him a reasonable amount of money. And
But
then I
even if-
found out he killed himself because he didn't have money. It was like, damn, like that.
That's what I'm saying, was probably something else going
Yeah.
on. So we're going to leave that right
You
there.
know what
where
I'm
it's
saying?
at.
But rest in peace, Young
Before you
Noble.
know
I
it,
know
they
he
gonna
had
say
a
I said something crazy.
He had a
Rest in peace,
GoFundMe.
Noble.
He had a GoFundMe. We publicized it. We posted it. I think it got to a certain amount. From what I understand, the funeral was already paid for. He was getting cremated, but this was just some money for the family.
For the family. That's love.
You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace, Young Noble, man.
Outlaws.
For everyone out there, if you're feeling suicidal, please just talk to somebody.
Talk to somebody.
You know, there's hotlines out there. There's people, I'm sure there's people around you that don't want you to do that. Shooting yourself in the head, man, when you're he was like 47. He had a family. He had somebody, you know, he had a lot of people who loved him. People loved him all over the world, man. You saw the outpouring of hip hop figures. They're like, yo, man, rest in peace. So rest in peace, man. You know, the Outlaws is a group that I'm kind of tied into because of the work I've done over the years. Edie's a close personal friend of mine. He went to my birthday dinner recently. You know, just sad overall, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
That's how we're going to end it. Wack100. Until next time. Peace.
West.